easy to spot as well. It is such a pleasure to have you here today. This is a special sale for us, and this is our Liberty and Legacy 250 Years of American Spirit. Hey, this is the sesquicentennial. I just looked that up. Sesquicentennial, big word meaning 250th anniversary. It could also be called, I guess, the semial tercentennial, which I guess is half of 300, right? But be that as it may, sesquicentennial sale. Everyone's doing something special out there for the 250th anniversary of America, right? So it's a pretty special day, and Heritage is no different. And we're going to do it by selling cool stuff. That's what we do here. And this catalog is filled with just that. And you'll take a step back and really see the birth of our nation and how it proceeds on. I'll be splitting the sale with Mike Provenzal, who's the licensed auctioneer here in the state of Texas, as am I. But let's go over a few announcements before we get to the sale. Again, welcome to Heritage Auctions. Again, both Mike and I are licensed auctioneers in the state of Texas. This auction is presented by Heritage Auctioneers and Galleries Incorporated, and it's being conducted under the terms and conditions of auction section of the catalog, as well as on our website at ha.com. Hopefully by now you have familiarized yourself with all of our terms in the catalog and on our website, ha.com. And that's where you're joining us from, so you're familiar with that. A couple of things about the sale. Heritage has been compiling internet bids on our website, ha.com, from our worldwide audience over the past few weeks. And John, to my left, stage left here, he has those bids. Every item will open at the current bid or that one that's shown online. And you can't see her, but Miss Avery is beyond that, and she's going to be helping out. And she's just brand new here to Texas from our New York office, so you might have met her there. Along with those internet bids placed in advance of the sale, we'll be accepting bids through our Heritage Live platform via live internet feed. Most all of you will be bidding that way through the Heritage Live and communicating with Miss Emily. She is right here on stage, right? So every time you press bid, that bid goes up in outer space, comes down, lands on her computer, and she says bid, just like you were in the room. And we really hope we capture that excitement for you, just as if you had traveled to Dallas and are sitting right here in our audience. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. Miss Valeria is right beyond her, and she's dressed in her red, white, and blue. Thank you very much in celebration of the sale. Now, a little bit about Heritage Live, because that's where you'll all be bidding. Sometimes a bid will come in from Heritage Live at the last minute due to limitations of an individual's computer or the strength of their Wi-Fi. We totally understand that. We get it. We've all been there. We're like, oh no, and waving our phone around, our device. We totally understand. You might be at your home, your office, where the strength of the Wi-Fi is excellent, or you might be on the side of the road. Perhaps maybe you're on an airplane. People bid in our sales on airplanes all the time. Obviously, they have some limitations up and downs with their Wi-Fi, no pun intended there as well. So we will take a last minute bid from Heritage Live. I want you to keep in mind, the only way someone can submit a bid here is if it's open on their computer, their smartphone, their device. No one can hit the back button on their browser and say, I want to rethink lot 16. I want to go back 3 lots and bid on that. That doesn't happen. It can't happen. So when we do accept a last minute bid, please know that it was open on someone's computer. They bid on it. It just took a little bit longer for that signal to get up in outer space on it and on Emily's computer. That happens a couple of times every sale. I'm quite sure it'll happen once or twice on this sale. Mike and I will point it out, and we thank you in advance for your patience and understanding on that. And again, sometimes it will appear that we've moved on for 2 or 3 lots as well. Let's see, last minute bid arrivals, as I mentioned a couple of times. You may notice, this is also important, you might notice that when a lot first opened, there's a quick succession of bids right away. These are Heritage Live proxy bids that were entered before the auction and executed when the lot first opens. What we mean by that is people are entering bids right before the auction, and they're kind of corralled up. Right? They're kind of corralled up. So we might open a lot at $1,500 and Emily says $5,500. You're like, well, how did that happen? Well, those are those bids kind of all corralled, waiting to get out and to be executed. So Mike and I will point that out in the sale. And again, this will become much clearer as the sale unfolds and proceeds through the morning. In addition to those of you bidding on phone on Heritage Live, we'll also be taking bids with our phone agents, and our entire staff area is filled with our phone folks taking those bids. A buyer's premium of 25% will be applied to the hammer price of all lots. A couple things about the way Mike and I will progress through the sale. We'll be increasing the bids about 10%. So if we're at $1,000, the next bid would be 1,100, 1,200. If we're at 5,000, it would be 5,000, 55, 6, 65. 20,000 would be 22, 24. I think you got the picture. Some of those lots might be up in the 100,000 region. It would be 110, 120, 130. So, and of course, we'll have some $1 million lots as well. You'll see those. Those will be quite exciting. So if you're getting to the point in your bidding strategy, your budget, your tactics, whatever you're thinking, and you're thinking, gosh, I don't know if I could go to $10,000. Well, you could go to 9750. That would be half of our normal increment. So instead of going from 95 to 10,000, you could bid half that increment, 9750. That would be a cut bid. And the way to do that is just move your mouse over. There's a bid button and there's a cut bid button right beside it on your Heritage Live web page, and we will execute the bid at a half increment. Now, you can bid on every lot in the sale. You can use your cut bid option on every lot in the sale, but you can only use it once per lot, right, Emily? Just once per lot. And I promise you, if you're bidding on any lot in the sale, use your cut bid. That is your tool. Mike and I will remind you that you have it. Sometimes in the heat of battle, you forget that it's there, but it is there. You might be able to stretch a little higher to get the item you want most, or you might be able to save some money as well. So keep in mind that cut bid option. You might hear the words prior bid or proxy bid. It just means there's a tie. So we might have accepted a bid a week ago at $2,700 and you bid $2,700. You'll hear John say, I have a prior bid or proxy bid at $2,700. That just means there's a tie. We'll take the bid we had first, understandably, but we'll invite you to outbid them, and you can. Sometimes that's not a bad time to use your cut bid if it's available at that increment. So Mike and I will remind you of that throughout the sale as well. There might be a few items that are still available at the end of the sale. You can always reach out at ha.com or reach out to our historical department, and they will hook you up with that and tell you all about that lot. Oftentimes, lots that are still available don't last past the weekend. So if you're thinking, I'll just call Heritage on Monday, chances are that lot's going to be gone. So keep that in mind. If something doesn't work out in the sale and you're like, hey, I think I want to go back and get that item that's still available, that won't last long. There are a couple of items with some additional cataloger comments. I have those and I will read those out to you once we get to those. Let's see what else. If you have any issues relating to your participation in the sale, you can call Miss Vanessa. She is right in the back of the room waving to me. There she is. No, she's not waving, but she is smiling. Her phone number right here in the auction room is 214-409-3152. In Texas, I'm required to announce in compliance with Texas Department Licensing Rule 6740. Notice is hereby provided. This auction is covered by a recovery fund administered by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. Their address, P.O. Box 257, Austin, Texas 78711. Their phone number, 512-463-6599. I think that is it. That's all the admin stuff I need to go over. Folks, what a great sale. I hope you've enjoyed thumbing through it, whether the catalog, this is what we're selling today right now. I hope you've enjoyed thumbing through the catalog, how well it was presented, how well it was cataloged. It doesn't happen easily to get these items and, of course, get the great cataloging, but it happened here at Heritage. So if everyone is ready, I think you'll find that the pieces reflect the spirit, ambition, and character of America itself. And we wrote that in our introductory letter. We have first silver dollar of the United States, the earliest magazine printings of the Declaration of Independence, Theodore Roosevelt's hand-signed flag carried during his 1909 African expedition. So many great things. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Liberty and Legacy 250-250. Are we ready to go? Here we go. Everybody, this is lot 47001. Mike and I will just call these lot 1, lot 2, lot 3, et cetera, as we move on. Foundations of a Free Press, the earlier Zinger Weekly Journal, issue 1733, kind of an opposing paper in New York City when the British were handling all the press. This was kind of the opposing view, and it was easily to shut down. The publisher of this paper was later acquitted, and it really led the way to freedom of the press. Very, very interesting and very instrumental in the freedoms of the United States. Lot 001, what are we going to have? 1900, 2000, now 22. Now to bid $2,200, I'm at 2000, now bid 22. 222, now to go to 24. Now to go to $2,400, 22. 24, now 26. Now go to 26, now 2,800. 26, now bid 28. 26, now 28. Now to bid 3. Now to go to 3,000. There's the 3. Now 32. Now to go to 3,200. 32, now 34. Now to bid 34. 34, 36. Now 3,600. Now 36. Something like this valuable, that important. This should be going very quickly. 38, now to go to 4,000. Now 4, now 4,200. Now to bid 42, 42, now to go to 44. Now 40, 44, now $4,600. I'm at 44, 46, now to go to 48. Now to bid $4,800. I'm at 46, 48, now bid 5. Now to go to 5,000, there it is, now 55. Now to go to 5.5, where's the 55? Now to bid 6, now to go to 6,000. 6, now bid 65. Now $6,500, 6, now to go to 65. 6,000, 65, now to go to 7. Now to bid 7,000, 7 to bid $7,500. Where's the 7? Lucky 7's in the bank, 75 is as well. Now we're up to 8. How about $8,500? Now to go to 85. I'm at 8, now to go to 85. We've got it. Go to 9,000, I'm at 85, now to bid 9. Now to go to 9,000, I'm at 85, now to bid 9,000. 8,500 now to go to 9. Anybody else? I'd like to point out that this and about the next dozen lots are from the Stephen Lamazolo collection. Doctor, I apologize for the pronunciation, but again, great collection of American periodicals. I love items that have great pedigrees because that person has done all the hard work for you. They've rejected things, they've accepted things, they've gotten on planes, they've gone to the FedEx office back and forth looking at stuff. This person has done all the hard work. All you have to do is pluck it out of the sale. I'm at 85. Now to go to 9,000. 85 now to go to 9. No one has used the cut bid. The next cut bid, as I mentioned, would be 87.50. If you're thinking if you got shut out of this at 8,000, you could use your cut bid at 87.50. What do you think there? If you haven't used it, move the mouse over. Go, I'd go 250 more. What the heck? That's your tool, not mine. Maybe reach a little higher. I'm at 8,500 now to go to 87.50. What do you think? Heritage Live a little bit more, perhaps 85 now to go to 87.5. Fair warning at $8,500. Love to see 87.50. Cut bid. Anybody else? Then we'll do this at $8,500, and it goes to Heritage Live. Fantastic. That moves us to lot number 2, the 1770 Freeholders Magazine, Boston Massacre engraving, rare London voice supporting the American Revolution. I love this. I wanted to, a very rare patriotic publication produced by a patriotic society in London. The reason in London is the States really didn't have great printing resources. So printed in London on this one, and it offered firsthand accounts of insights in everyday life and politics and the fight for freedom, sometimes related to the Revolutionary War. Pretty cool on this one. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we have for lot 002? 28 now 3. Now to go to 3,000. 28 now to bid now to bid 3. Now to go to 3,000. I'm at 28 now to bid 3. Anybody else? 2,800, 3,000. Where's the $3,000? Again, in support of the American Revolution, 3,000 go 32. Now to bid 32, we're off and running. 3,000 now 32. 3,000 now $3,200. I'm at 3. Now to go to 32. Now $3,200. Now, Hal, this often had a little dog in the front of it, right? These Boston Massacre little dog was pictured. This one doesn't have it. It's kind of an interesting little side note, little nuance there. I'm at 3,000, go 32. Now to go to $3,200, I'm at 3,000. And this all started with a snowball fight. The Boston Massacre, kind of a snowball fight of sorts, right? They threw a couple of snowballs at some of the British soldiers, and they said, we're having none of that. Kaboom, kaboom. I think 5 people were killed. So anyway, 31, now 32. Now 32. There it is. It's true. 31, now $3,200. And it really set the stage for, hey, we're not putting up with this. 31, now $3,200. I'm at 31, now 32. 31. Again, no magazines were being published in America at the time of the notorious Boston Massacre in 1770. 32 now 34. 32 now 34. Anybody else? 32 now 34. 34 it is. Now to go to 3,600. Now to go to 36. I'm at 34. Go 3,600. 34 now 36. Again, the massacre perpetrated in King Street in Boston. I'm spending the 4th in Boston, so maybe I'll wander over to King Street. 38 now to go to 4,000. Now to go to 4. 3,800 now to go to $4,000. I'm at 38 now to bid 4. 4,000 now 42. Now to go to $4,200. Again, this is in May. This is the May issue. 42 now to go to 44. 42 now to go to 44. 42 it is now $4,400. Anybody at 44? Fair warning there at 42. Now to go to 44. Now to bid 44. Come on, folks, now at $4,400. Again, this is Heritage's Liberty and Legacy 250 years of the American spirit. Let's see some spirited bidding. I'm at 42 now, 44. Now to bid $4,400. Anyone now at 43? This is a low enough number to where you could use your cut bid. What do you say at 43? I'm at 4,200 now to go to 43. Expecting more on this. I'm only at 4,200. Now to bid 43. What do you think? Anybody else now? Fair warning at 42 now to go to $4,300. Heritage Live, that cut bid is out there for you. I'd love to see you use it. 42 now to go to 43. There's no secret in using it. It's just, hey, I can reach a little higher. Anybody else then? 42 now to go to 43. And we'll do it at $4,200. And that goes to Heritage Live. Fantastic. Really so super cool on this one. This is a couple of pages, so you'll have to go a couple of pages if you're working out of the catalog, and I'm quite sure is the same online. I have to scroll down a little bit. This is lot 003, the complete 1774 run of the Royal American Magazine with Paul Revere engravings. Absolutely super cool. Very anti-British on this one. The 1774 volume is particularly notable for the inclusion of 14 engraved plates by Paul Revere. I think I've heard of him. This is 10 of which are present here. So really, really cool, plus an additional plate. Absolutely incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, this is lot 003. What are we going to start it at? 95. Now to go to 10,000. Now to go to 10. I'm at 95. Now to go to 10,000. What do you say at 10,000? Everybody now, $500 more takes you to 10. Then I double the increment. I'm at 95. Now to bid 10. Now to go to 10,000. 95. Now to go to 10,000. A complete 1774 run of the Royal American Magazine with Paul Revere engravings. Anybody else then? Of course, you can thumb through and see these. These are absolutely stunning. I'm at 95 now to go to $10,000. Anybody else now? Heritage Live, what do you say at 10? I'm at 95 now to bid 10, now to go to 10,000. One more time at $10,000 on the offering. I'm at 95. I need 10 to make it happen. It deserves 10. It certainly deserves it. It's in this catalog. Certainly it deserves it. I'm at 9,500 now to go to 10, now to go to $10,000. I'm at 95. $9,500 now to move to 10. 95 it is. Fair warning at 9,500. Anybody else? All right, 4 pages that come with that 9,500. That will be still available. And as I mentioned earlier, this is kind of an early example, if you will, of that still available. You can get on our website. We can auction off the next item, and you can get on our website and buy that piece if it's still available at the $10,000 open. So keep that in mind. That will not last through the weekend. No way. All right, folks, moving right along, and we're going to continue with some great magazines and help me with the pronunciation, Dr. Lomazzo. Lomazzo? Thank you. Sorry, Doctor. Dr. Lomazzo's American Periodicals. Again, the first dozen lots or so. Absolutely incredible collection. Here we go. Lot 004, the Pennsylvania Magazine, or the American Monthly Museum magazine, edited in part by Thomas Paine. Right? Some things that Thomas Paine, Common Sense, The American Crisis. He also wrote that, The Age of Reason, right? So those are important Thomas Paine contributions. But this was edited in part by Thomas Paine. Lot 004, what are we going to have on this magazine? 75 now to go to 8. There's 8, now 85. Now $8,500. I'm at 8,000 now to go to $8,500. And he was, Thomas Paine serves as the editor of the Pennsylvania Magazine from February 1775 to May of 76. I'm at 8,000. Now to go to 85. Now to go to $8,500. I'm at 8 now to go to 85. Now to bid $8,500. Anybody else? Again, these were published right before the American Revolution, setting that stage. 85 now to go to 9. Now to go to $9,000. Anybody else? 9,000. How about 95? Now to go to 9,500. I'm at 9,000 now. 95. Now to bid $9,500. 9,000, 95 it is, now to bid 10,000, I'll take 10. I'm at 95, 10,000, how about 11,000, 10 it is. Now to bid $11,000, 10 bid 11,000. Now I'm putting my pen down. Things should move here, folks. I'm at 10,000, now bid 11,000. I'm at 10, now to bid $11,000. 10 bid 11,000, what do you say? For the Pennsylvania Magazine, or the American Monthly Museum is what it's called. And again, the editor by Thomas Paine. Look at all the great works that he put out, kind of formulating the ideas of liberty, including Common Sense, The American Crisis, The Rights of Man. Also, that was another Thomas Paine piece. I'm at 10,000, now 11,000. 10,000, now bid 11,000. 10 bid 11,000. There's the 11, now to go to 12. Now to go to $12,000. I'm at 11, now to go to 12. Take a real piece out of the American Revolution, the 250th anniversary. We are almost there. I'm at 11,000, now 12. Now to bid 12,000. You having a good time, ladies? First sale with me? All right. Good. 11,000 now 12. 12,000 is now to bid 13. Now to go to 13,000. I'm at 12,000 now to go to 13. Now to go to $13,000. 12 it is now to bid 13. What do you say, lucky 13? 12 and a half. Good. I think it's going to 13. I think it's going higher. I think this has a potential of 15, 17,000. We'll see. I'm at 12.5 now to go to $13,000. 12.5 now 13. What do you think at 13,000? I'm at 12 and a half now to go to 13. Now to bid 13,000. 12 it is now to go to 13 grand. Heritage Live, what say you at 13,000? I'm at 12.5 now to go to 13,000. Now to bid 13. 12 and a half it is. Anybody else? Fair warning at 12,500. Anybody else beyond the 12.5? 12.5 it is. Heritage Live. Anybody else? Then let's do it at $12,500, and it goes to Heritage Live. I'm going to take a sip. Pretty cool. All right, here we go. Another one, early British account of the buildup to the Battle of Bunker Hill. I think I might spend some time at Bunker Hill this next week. You're going to be there too, isn't that right, Caroline? Yeah. This is from the Gentleman's Magazine by Sylvanus Urban. There it is. And this is comes with a woodcut plate on the title page. That's really super cool. But again, an early British account of the buildup to the Battle of Bunker Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, lot 005, what are we going to have? 5 and a quarter, 550 now, bid 6. Now to go to 6. Everyone ought to be having fun with this. In this sale, this type of history, you should just bid just to see if your machine is working. I'm at 550 now to bid 6. Now to go to 600. I'm at 5.5 now to go to $600. 550 now to go to 6. Heritage Live, what do you say at 600? I'm at 5.5 now to bid 6. Now to go to $600. Look at this for July 1775. Can you imagine? Has the account of the Bunker Hill battle, which you can visit, and if you're so inclined to climb up that monolith there, I'm at 550 now to bid 6. Now to go to $600. 5.5 now to bid 6. 550 now to go to 600. Has anyone ever climbed it? Bunker Hill Monument? 2 people. I have. Yeah. Anybody else? Avery, you never climbed? You have? Yeah, you've been there. You can climb up. 5.5 now to bid 6. 550 now to bid 600. I should have known you would have climbed it. Yeah, you probably went down, sprinted up, sprinted down. I get it. 5.5 now to bid 6. You get a workout in. 550 now to bid 6. Now to go to 600. I'm at 5.5 now to bid 6. Heritage Live, what do you say at 6? 575. For 25 more, you put yourself on the leaderboard. What do you think? For $25? Good heavens. 550 now, 575. Anybody else then? Heritage Live, 550. All right, expected a little bit more on that. 550, and that goes to Heritage Live. All right, folks, some more great pieces again from the Dr. Stephen Lamazzo collection of American periodicals. Lot 006, the Pennsylvania Magazine or American Monthly Museum, edited in part by Thomas Paine again, printed in America. It says this June issue contains the first magazine announcements of the passage of the Declaration of Independence in Congress. Can you imagine? It's one of the first magazines saying, hey, want to put this out there, let you read it. I'm at lot 006. What do we have? 95, 10,000, now 11,000. I'm at 10,000. Now at 11,000, I'm at 10. Now to bid $11,000. What do you think at 11? I'm at 10,000. Now bid $11,000. Heritage Live, what do you think at 11,000? 10,500 now 11. 10,000 now 11. Now to bid $11,000. I think should be in the 15 range. Let's get it there. Again, all those cut bids are still out there for you if you are so inclined. Not 11, it would be 10.5 if you want to take the lead. At 10,000. Now to go to 11, or you can go 10.5 on the cut. Heritage Live, what do you think now at 10.5 or the 11,000 all in? I'm at lot 006, the Pennsylvania Magazine or the American Monthly Museum. Anyone else then? This is for January to June 1776. Important year there. Edited in part by Thomas Paine. We pointed out some of his works earlier. I'm at 006 now. I'm at 10,000 now 11. Now to bid 11,000. $10,000. Anyone else? Fair warning at 10,000. Heritage Live. Anyone else then? 10,000 is the number. 10,000 it stays. And who got that? Heritage Live. Fantastic. All right, this is pretty cool. Same magazine as the last lot. Really the first true American magazine, first printing of the Declaration. Exceptionally rare. July 1776 Pennsylvania Magazine in the original wrappers, which is so rare. And again, super cool. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we have on lot 007? A big piece in the sale here. Let's do it. 38,000, now 40,000, exceedingly scarce in original wrappers on this. According to online auction redders, no copy of this important issue is in original wrappers has ever appeared at auction, ever. I'm at 38,000, now 40,000. This is your chance. 38 now to go to 40,000, now to bid $40,000. Heritage Live, what do you say at 40,000? Look at this, July 1776, there it is. 38 now to bid 40. Now to go to 40,000, got to have the 38 now. I got to move to 40. I got to have the 40,000 to move it along. I'm at 38 now, 40,000. Some of you are thinking, ooh, that's a lot of money. It's not. Not for the history of this country. July 1776, announcing the Declaration of Independence. Pretty cool stuff here. And not only that, but the condition of the piece with the original wrappers, way up here. I'm at 38,000, now 40. Now to go to 40,000. I'm at 38,000, now to go to 40 grand. Who's there at 40,000? 38,000 it is. Anyone else then? Heritage Live, what do you think now? Fair warning at $38,000. I'll take, I can't take the 39. I got to have the 40. Who's then at 40,000? Fair warning at 38,000. Anybody else? All right, we'll do this at 38,000, and that'll still be available in a post-auction buy. So post-auction means now. You can bid on that right now. All right, folks, lot 008. Lot 8, another British magazine, the Gentleman's Magazine, printed in London. The woodcut plates, again, on the title page. This is August 1776. So early printing of the Declaration of Independence. They actually put the entire document in here. Pretty cool stuff here. Ladies and gentlemen, lot 008, another big item in the sale. What do we have? 675, now 7. Now bid $700, 675, sitting on a cut bid. So it would normally be 650 to 700, 750. Now to go to 8. Another bidder coming in the room. Thanks for joining us. I'm at 750, now to go to 8. What do you think at $800? I'm at 750, now to go to 8. Now to bid 8. 775 also works if you want to play along here. 775, there's the 8. Now to go to 850. Now to go to 8.5. I'm at 800. Now to go to 8.5. Again, this is August of 1776. The Declaration, they put it in there like, let me read about this. This is it. This is printed in London. Again, not a lot of printing capacity in the United States at this point. 900 now, 950. 900 now to go to 9.5. What do you think at 950? 900 bid 950. Heritage Live, what do you say at 9.5? We got some more legs to go. Everyone ought to be bidding on this just to see how it's going. 900 now to go to 950. 900 go to 9.5. What do you say at 9.5? 950. 925 would be a cut bid. 950 all in. There's the 1,000. Good for you. Now to go to $1,100. I'm at 1,000. I'm at 11. Now to go to $1,100. 1,000. I'm at $1,100. What do you think now? Anybody on the phone on this one? I'm at 1,000. Now to go to 1,100. And again, a modest opening bid doesn't mean you can't bid up to $5 grand on this. I'm at 1,000. Now I'm at 11. Now to go to $1,100. Have some fun with it. Have some fun with these documents. Have some fun in the sale. I'm at 1,000, now, but 11. Now to go to 11. There's the 11. Prior 11. Prior. Remember, we talked about that. It's a tie. You can break the tie. Doesn't mean you have to stop bidding. It just means we had a tie bid. 1,100. Now to go to 12. Now to go to 1,200. 12 it is. And Miss Emily has it. 12. John, you out of gas on that one? He is. I'm at 1,200 now. 13. 12 it is now. $1,300. 12 and a half on another cut bid. How about 1300? 12 and a half now to go to 13. Now to go to 1300. I'm at 1250 now, 1300. 12 and a half it is. Now to bid 13. 1300 now 14. Now to bid 14. 13 now to go to $1,400. I'm at 13 now to go to 14. What do you think at 1400? Heritage Live, what do you say? 13 it is. Now to bid 1400. Now to go to $1,400. Again, a modest, yeah, 1400. This is a document. It's printing in August of 1776 saying, hey, by the way, this is what it said. We'll put all the words in there. 14 now to go to 15. Now to go to 1500. 14 now 15. 1400 bid to $1,500. Heritage Live. What say you now? There it is. There's 15. Now to go to 1600. 15 now bid 16. Now to go to 1600. 15. Now to go to $1,600. 15 now 16. I'm at 1500 now 16. What do you say now? Heritage Live. Sweet 16's coming your way. I'm at 15. 16. Yes. 17. Now to go to 1700. 16 bid 17. I'm at 16 now to go to 1700. 16 now 17. Heritage Live. Talk to me beyond that. 17. Miss Emily getting the bids. Now to go to 18. I'm at 17 here. Now to go to 1800. 17 now to go to 18. 17 now to go to $1,800. 17 now 18. Valeria, you having fun? Awesome. 17 now 18. Now to go to $1,800. I'm at 17 now bid 18. Now to go to $1,800. Heritage Live, what say you? Another couple of bids here. I don't see how you can go wrong here at this level. This is easy. 18 now to go to 19. I'm at 18 now 19. I'm at $1,800 now to go to 19. 18 it is now to go to 1900. Heritage Live, what do you say at 19? There's the 19 now to bid 2. Now to go to 2,000. Now to go to 2. You've got to land on those 2s. That's a great place to land because I double the increment. I'm only going $100 to get to 2, but I'm going to ask your competitor to go 200 more. Double. I'm at 19 now, 2,000 now to go to 22. Now to go to $2,200. I'm at $2,000 now, 22. Now if you bid 22, it separates all of that advantage. Now to go to 2,200, 2,000 now 22. Now everyone's bidding 200. I'm at 2,000 now to go to 22. Heritage Live, what do you think at 22? 2,200. I'm at $2,000. $2,000 now, move it to 2,200. 2,000 out of bid 22. 2,000 out of bid $2,200. 2,000 it is. 2,000 yes now to go to 22. $2,000. Heritage Live, what say you? Anybody else then? 2,000 is the number. 22, there it is, creeping along. Thank you very much. 22 now 24. Now to go to $2,400. 22 now bid 24. 22 it is. Anybody else? Now, anybody now beyond that at 22, $2,400? I'm at 2,200. 22 now to go to 2,400. 22 now to go to 24. 22 it is now bid 2,400. 24. And Miss Emily keeps getting the bids. We're here for you. 24. How about 26? Now to bid 26. I'm at 24. Now to go to 26. Also nicely adorned in the blue, in the American flag blue. I'm at 24 now to go to 2,600. 24 now 26. John, never mind. 24 now 26. 24, another new bidder coming in. Thanks for joining us. 26 now to go to 28. 26 now 2,800. I'm at 26 now 28. 26 now $2,800. Could you be so kind as to grab me another water? Thank you. I'm at 26 now 28. 26 now bid $2,800. I'm at 28 now to bid 3. Now to go to 3,000. 28 now 3,000. I'm at 28 now 3. Now to go to 3,000. 28 now to bid 3. Now to go to 3,000. I'm at 28 now to go to 3. Heritage Live, what say you at 3,000? I'm at 28 now bid 3. Again, the bidding increment stays the same. No problem. Land on 3 will continue at $200. I'm at 28 now 3. Now to go to 3,000. Again, we're talking August of 1776. July 4th is over. They've declared it. Now magazines are picking up on it. They want to get the word out. Hey, this is what it says now. This is the land you are living in. This is the land you're living in now. 28 now to go to 3. Now to go to 3,000. What do you say at 3? 28 now to go to 3. Anybody else beyond that? 2,800 it is. Now to go to 3,000. Fair warning at 2,800. Then we'll do it at $2,800, and it goes to Heritage Live. Thank you, by the way. Moving along, the Columbian magazine, Benjamin Franklin likely headed that way. Look at this. It says Benjamin Franklin, Esquire, on the top. So the editor, presumably, this was headed to Benjamin Franklin's office, his home, wherever he was. The Columbian magazine, or monthly miscellany in Philadelphia, printed for Seddon, Spotswood, I don't know what CIS, Sist, and Trenchard, August 1787. So 1787, of course. You're talking about, let's see, I guess the Constitution was signed in 1787. Is that right? Was this 83 or 87? It says 87. Oh. Anyway, Lot 009, August of 1787. This is in here, one of the best illustrated magazines. The copy bears the inscription Benjamin Franklin, Lot 009. What do we have on it? 480 now, 500 now, 5.5 now to bid 5.5. Anybody else? 500 now, 550. 500 go 5.5. 500 it is at 550 now to go to 6. Now to go to $600. Now to go to 6. I think it was ratified in 1788, but signed in 1787. 600 now, 650, 600, 650 goes 7. Now to bid $700, 650 now to bid 7. I'm at 650, 700 now, 7.5. Look at those wrappers, absolutely gorgeous. Again, one of the 2 earliest magazine printings of the U.S. Constitution in extremely scarce original wrappers. That's what this is. I'm at 800 now, 850. 800 go 850, 800 now, 8.5. Come on, 850. $800 now to go to a half. I'm putting my pen down. I'm taking a sip Keep the bidding going. I'm at 800 now to go to 850. 800 is now to bid 850. 850 now to go to 9. Now to go to 900. 850 it is now to bid 9. Mm-hmm. How about 900? How about 9? I'm at 875 now to go to 9. 875 now to bid $900. 900. How about 950? 900. Give me the half now. What do you say? 950. 50 it is now to bid 1,000. Now to go to $1,000. 950 go 1,000. 950 it is. Heritage Live. What say you now beyond that? 950 go 1,000. 950 yes. Anybody at $1,000? Fair warning at 950. Now to go to 1,000. Now to go to $1,000. 950 Heritage Live. 975 works, but I wouldn't do that. I'd go right to 1,000. 1,000 it is. How about 11? How about $1,100? I'm at 1,000 now, but $1,100. Again, one of the very early printing of the Constitution. I'm at 1,100 now, bid 12. 1,100 now, 1,200. $1,100 now to bid 12. Come on, $1,200. 11 now to bid 1,200. Heritage Live. What do you say? Anybody else then? Heritage Live. I am at 1,100 now, bid 12. Now to go to $1,200. 11 it is. Now to bid 12. Heritage Live. What do you say then? Anybody else? Look at this. I love the way this magazine is named: the American Museum, or the Repository of Ancient and Modern Fugitive Pieces, and then Prose and Political. A lot of titles in this. Huh? A lot of people, they get a lot of title choices. Hey, whatever you want to call it, just buy it. 13 now to go to 14. 13 now to go to 1,400. Now to go to $1,400. I'm at 13. Now $1,400 again. Among the two earliest periodical printings of the Constitution. I'm at 13 now 14. 13 now 1,400. 13 now to go to $1,400. Heritage Live. What do you think now? 13 now to go to 14. Fair warning at $1,300. Anybody else? Anybody else now? 14 now to go to 14. 13 now 1,400. Got to leave it open for people who really want it. Anyone else then? 1,300 is the number. Anybody else then beyond that? I'm at 13 now to go to 1,400. 1,300 it is. Heritage Live. Anybody else? 1,350 works. It doesn't have to be 1,250. You can go to 1,350. That would be a cut bid. Anybody else want to use their cut bid? If you have it, use it. Again, that's your tool. Mike and I will remind you of that throughout the sale. Not ours. It's yours to get the items you want most. I'm at 13 now 14. 13 it is. 1,300 is the number. And who got that? 1,350. There you go. There's the cut bid. Good for you. That's you getting in on the action at the 1,350 now 1,400. That sometimes happened, Larry. Sometimes you cut bid and some people top it. Now to go to 1,500. 14 now to go to 15. One other thing as a reminder, you only use your cut bid when you establish the cut bid, not when you top someone else's. So if you're thinking, gosh, I don't want to go from 1,350 to 14 because I'll use my cut bid. No, only when you establish the cut, you use your cut bid. Topping someone else's, you're free to use it if you still have it. I'm at 14 now to go to 15. 14 go 1,500. I'm at 14 now 15. Anybody now $1,500? Anyone want to say, you know what? I bid on the Columbian Magazine for 1,500. I don't know if I got it or not. 14 now to go to 15. What do you say at 15? What do you say at 1,500? I'm at 14 now to go to 1,500. Heritage Live. Anybody else? Fair warning on this one. Fair warning on this. 1,400. 1,400 now to go to 15. 14 now to go to $1,500. Anyone else then? Heritage Live. Fair warning at 1,400. And we'll do it at 1,400. And it goes to Heritage Live. All right, lot number 10. This is it. The next, let's see, next two lots, early printing of the Constitution. Let's see that one. Here we go. Here we go, folks. This is the American Museum, Repository, Ancient Modern Fugitive Pieces. I might have said that for the last lot. Amongst the two earliest periodical printings of the Constitution, that's this lot. Not lot number 10. What do we have? Now 16, 1,700. 16 go 17. 16 now $1,700. I'm at 16 now 17. Now to bid 1,700. 16 now 1,700. What do you think? Anybody else? 16 goes 17. 16 yes goes $1,700. 16 now bid 1,700. I'm at 1,600 Heritage Live. What do you say beyond that? We're only $100 above the first bid. Sure, 1,650 now 17. Again, at this level, I don't think you can make a mistake. Something this early from 1787. Can you imagine? 17 now 1,800. 17 now to go to $1,800. 17 now to go to 1,800. The Constitution newly signed 1787, right? 1787 ratified in 1788. But again, 1,700 now to go to 18. Now to go to 1,800. 17 now to go to $1,800. Heritage Live. What do you think? $1,700 fair warning. 17 it is now to bid $1,800. I'm at 17 now 18. 17 now 1,800. Anybody else then? Fair warning beyond that. I'm at 1,700. Heritage Live. Anybody else? Anybody else beyond the 1,700? Then let's do it at $1,700 goes to Heritage Live. Here we go, lot 11. The Founding Era Magazine printing of the U.S. Constitution, the Columbian Magazine in 1787. Very early printing, one of the two earliest magazine printings of the Constitution. Extremely scarce wrappers as well. So again, one of the earliest offerings of this. This is lot 11. What are we going to start it at? Now 42, 42 now 44, now 46, 46, 44 now to go to 46, 44 now to go to 4,600, 44 now 46, now to bid $4,600. I'm at 44, go 46, 44 now $4,600, Heritage Live. What do you think now at 46? I think this has a long way to go. 46, 48, now 5,000, now to go to 5. I think that's a long way. I'm at 48, now 5. There's 5, now 55. 5 now to go to 5,500. I'm at 5,000, now 55. 5 to give 5.5, 5,000, now 55. Heritage Live, what do you say beyond the 5,000 now to go to 55? 5,000, go 5.5. Again, this is one of the earliest printings of the U.S. Constitution in extremely scarce original wrappers. I'm at 5,000 now to go to 55. Now to go to 5.5. I'm at 5,000, go $5,500. Anybody else then? Anybody else now beyond that? 5,000, give me the 55. Now to go to 5,500. The Constitution's still in the news today, right? Still in the news. We still talk about, hey, that's against my constitutional rights, right? 5,000, now 55. That's not the way the founders wanted it. I get it. 5,000, now 55. And you know what? We have a court system constantly being challenged by it, right? We're still making decisions on the Constitution, how it's interpreted, what we really meant, what we think they really meant. 5,000, now 55. 5 now, 5.5. 5,000, go $5,500. 5 it is. Anybody at 55? $5,000. Anyone else then? Heritage Live, fair warning beyond the 5,000. Anybody else then? Anyone else then? Heritage Live then selling at $5,000, and that goes to Heritage Live. Fantastic. All right, folks, another nice one here. This is a notable early magazine printing of the U.S. Constitution in Worcester. Worcester Magazine, 1787, one of just 4 contemporary printings of the U.S. Constitution. And an American magazine, the full text of the proposed Constitution appears on those pages, commencing under the heading Proceedings of the Federal Convention. How cool. Ladies and gentlemen, again, from the Lamazzo collection of American periodicals. Lot number 12, what do we have? 2,000, 22 now, 24, 22 go to 24, 22 bid 2,400, 22 now to go to 24. I'm at 24, there it is on the phone. Now to go to 26, now to go to 26. I'm at 24, now to go to 26. Susan's got it at 24, now to go to 2,600. I'm at 24, now 26. 24 now, 2,600. Heritage Live, give me a little bit more, 26. 24 now to bid 2,600. I'm at 24 now, 26. Heritage Live, you want to go to 25? On the phone at $2,400. A couple other people chatting about it. I'm at $2,400. Again, this is in Massachusetts in 1787. Worcester, Mass. You've been to Worcester, Mass, Emily? I'm guessing you have. She says long time ago, but she's been there. I'm at 24 now to go to 26. Anyone, Valeria, I know you've been there. 24 now, $2,600. I'm at 24 now, 26. 24, anybody at 25? Moving along, fair warning at 24. All right, with no other bidding, we'll do it at 2,400. Who got that? 7511. Thanks, Susan. By the way, Susan works in our historic department, but more specifically in our space department. And we have a huge space sale coming up on July 23rd, I believe, July 23rd. So look out for that as well. That's coming up. If you like historics, that's also coming up. Here we are. This is Lucky 13 again, the earliest complete Connecticut printing of the United States Constitution back in September of 1787. The earliest extant and complete Connecticut printing of the United States Constitution. Really looks like really nice. And look at this. There it is. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, future domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, et cetera, and the general welfare. There it is. The preamble. Lot 13, what do we have on it? 7,000 now 75. 7,000 now 7,500. I'm at 75 now to go to 8. The preamble right there on the front page. 8,000 go $8,500. 8,000 go to 85. 85 now 9. Now to bid $9,000. There it is. 9 now to go to 9,500. 99. 95 now to bid 10. Now to go to 10,000. How about 11? 10,000. There's the 11. Now to go to 12. Now to bid 12. Now 13,000. 12 go 13. 12 it is now 13,000. 13 now 14. Now to go to 14,000. I'm at 13. 14 now to go to 15. 14 go 15,000. 15 now to bid 16. Now to go to 16,000. I'm at 15 now to go to 16,000. I'm at 15 now to go to 16. Now to bid $16,000. 15 now to bid 16,000. 15 now to go to 16. I'm at 15 now to go to 16. 16 now 17,000. 16 bid 17. 16 now 17,000. I'm at 16 go 17. 16.5 now to go to 17. 16.5 now $17,000. I'm at 16.5 now to go to 17. Now to go to 17. 16.5 it is. Anybody else? I'm at 16.5 now 17,000. 16.5 now 17 grand. Who's there at 17? 16.5 it is. Now to go to 17,000. The U.S. Constitution. Look at this. Printed in 1787. Earliest Connecticut printing. I'm at 16.5 now 17,000. And there it is. There's the preamble right on the front. 16.5 now 17,000. Now to go to 17. 16.5 it is now bid $17,000. Heritage Live, what do you think now? Anybody else then? I'm at 16.5 now to go to 17. Now to go to $17,000. One more bid, 16,750. That's your cut bid. It works. I'm sorry, it's 16.5. I'm sorry, that is the cut. 16.5, I need 17. Thank you. 16.5 now to go to 17. 16.5 now 17,000. 16.5 it is, sitting on a cut bid. It's a cut bid winner, Emily. Who got it? Heritage Live got that one. All right. One of the earliest magazine printings of the Bill of Rights, right? The Bill of Rights, those are the first 10 amendments. They originally started out as 12, And the Congress said, we don't like these other two. One of them came back later, but those are the first 10 amendments to the Bill of Rights. They were concerned was there enough individual liberties being discussed in the Constitution. They said, no, let's amend it. Let's add these 10 things. They were trying for 12. They only got 10 passed. So it's interesting. And again, one of the earliest magazine printings of the Bill of Rights. The original wrappers here, absolutely incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most important documents, I think, in the sale. I'm at lot 14. What do we have? 1,200, 13, 14, now 1,500, now to go to 15, 14, go to 1,500. I'm at 14, now 15. This is the American Museum, or the Universal Magazine, February 1790. Again, talking about the first 10 amendments to the Constitution. I'm at 14, now 15. 14, go $1,500. 14, now 15. I'm at 14, go $1,500. 14, go the 1,500. Anybody there at 15? I'm at 14, out of it, $1,500. Congress originally submitted 12 amendments. Oh, there it is. It's in the description. In 1789, 10 were ultimately ratified, became the Bill of Rights. One concerning congressional appointment failed ratification entirely. Another, congressional compensation, would not be adopted until 1992. Congressional compensation. No, that later came on. I'm at 1,400, now to go to 15. Now to go to $1,500. I'm at 14, now to go to 15. Heritage Live, anybody else for the Bill of Rights? Good heavens. Is there anything more important than that? I'm at 14, now to go to 1,500. 14 it is, 14 it stays, and it goes to Internet Buyer. All right, folks, we're getting to really one of the crescendos of the sale. This is not the crescendo, but certainly a high-value item for sure. This is one of the 4 first silver dollars of the United States. It's just that simple. The 1776 Continental Dollar in silver. I've seen these in pewter, which is kind of like lead, but we so rarely see these in silver. This is a nice BF35. For those non-numismatists, I'll go through a little bit of a tutorial. Coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70, 70 being perfect. But a VF35 in this coin, very fine 35, is an absolute stunner. It's fantastic. And again, with only 4 available, you don't have a lot to choose from. One of two of this variety, the 1C examples known, America's enigmatic first silver dollar coin struck over Mexico City, 8 real. And we know that because of the incredible testing that went on, and we detail that under the Warsaw Silver Dollar Continental Dollar by Robert L. Rodriguez. We talk about some of the ways that they determined that it was over an 8 real with incredible x-rays and scans and just absolutely amazing stuff. So amazing historical documentation and verification went on for this piece. It's an absolute stunner. It's part of the Warsaw, Henry Warsaw, and I'm sure he's watching right now. And again, a great connoisseur collector. Didn't have a huge coin collection, but the pieces he had and he has, good heavens, just absolutely stunning. So we thank Mr. Warsaw for contributing this piece to our beautiful Liberty and Legacy 250 collection. I'd like to highlight the great cataloging by our own Mark Borkhardt, who's watching as well right now. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm at lot 15, the silver Continental Dollar. This is a VF25. It's graded by NGC. That's the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. That is one of the very few certified coin. They certify the grades of the coin. And again, it's endorsed by CAC. That is a company that has emerged to endorse the quality. So a lot to offer here for you non-numismatists. I'm sure you numismatists are ready to go. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, lot 15, the Continental Dollar in silver. What do we have, John? 1 million is a good way to go. 1 million now to go to 1,050,000. We changed the increments a little bit beyond a million. I'm at 1,050,000. Now looking for 1.1 million. I'm at 1,050,000 now to go to 1.1 million. That's 50,000 more. I'm at 1,050,000. 1,050,000 again. The 1776 Continental Dollar, VF35, graded by NGC. CAC endorsed as well for high quality. I'm at 1,050,000. The next bid is 1,100,000. You could use your cut bid of 25,000 more and make it 1,075,000. Right now I'm at 1,050,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm at 1,050,000. Anybody else? The cataloging is absolutely incredible. I'm sorry, 1,050,000. Yes, it is sitting on the cut. I need one. Thank you. No, we changed the increments here. It's 1,075,000 would be the cut. Remember, we only go by 100,000. I'm at 1 million now to go to 1.1 million dollars. Anybody else? 1.1 million would be next. Cut bid would be 1,075,000. 1,050,000 now to go to 175. Anybody else then? I'm at $1,000,050,000. Anyone else then? Heritage Live 1 million now to go to 50,000. 1.1. letting some, we could have put this in one of our coin sales, but we wanted to offer it to some of our historic collectors as well. Our coin folks know about this, I'm quite sure. I'm at a $1,050,000. Anyone else at 1.1 million to advance this, another $50,000. Fair warning at 1,100,000. Selling now at $1,050,000. And who gets that? Heritage Live, fantastic. Folks, the final price of that is $1.312 million. Fantastic on that. How great is that? Thank you for the great Warshaw collection there on that great contribution to our sale. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move along. Lot 16, the Massachusetts Bay 6 shilling, dated August 18, 1775. One of the finest known survivors of this. This is engraved by Paul Revere. Good heavens. This is graded by PCGS. It's graded Choice New 63, their same scale of 0 to 70, 1 to 70, PPQ. That is a premium quality, printing premium quality. So absolutely fantastic. Paul Revere was responsible for engraving and printing all notes from this issue, and obviously put a great deal of thought into the back design, which depicts a Revolutionary War soldier brandishing a sword and holding a scroll bearing Magna Charta on it. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we have on lot 16? 22, 30,000, 32 now, 34, 32 now to go to 34,000. I'm at 32 now, 34, 32 now, 34,000, 32 it is now to bid 34, 32 now, $34,000. Heritage Live, I'm at 32, now to go to 30, 34 now, 36 now to go to 36. I'm at 34 now, 36,000, 34 now, 36, 34 now, 36,000. What do you say at 36,000? I'm at 34 now to go to 36,000. 34 it is now to go to 36. What do you think at 36,000? $34,000. Anyone now at 36,000? 34 it is now to bid 36. Heritage Live 34 now to bid $36,000. I'm at 34 now to go to 36,000. Again, we're talking the earliest currency. Good heavens for the United States. For Massachusetts, this is a Massachusetts piece, a 6 shilling, dated 1775. We'll see the development of the mint and the treasury here in just a little bit. But 34,000 now to go to 36. 34 now, 36,000. 34 it is now to go to 36,000. Anybody else? Fair warning at $34,000. Heritage Live, anybody else now? A cut bid would be 35,000. 35, and Assembly's got it, thanks. Heritage Live will get you at 35. Now to top that cut would be 36. You don't have to use your cut to top someone else's cut. So you're 36,000, now 38. Now, if you just cut the bid at 35, you're welcome to bid back in. You go 38,000. Your cut bid doesn't have to be your last bid. It's just a bid for you. I'm at 36 as we sort things out. 36 now, 38,000. 36 now, $38,000. I'm at 36 now, 38. 36 it is now to bid 38,000. Heritage Live would think at 38. 36,000 now, 38,000. Anyone now beyond 36? 36 it is now to bid $38,000. Heritage Live. What say you now? I'm at 36 now to go to 38. One more bid perhaps. 36,000 it is. Anyone else? All bids in now. All bids in Heritage Live beyond $36,000 for the Massachusetts PCGS 63. By the way, anything over 60 or over is labeled uncirculated. So this is an uncirculated piece showing nowhere. I'm at 36, now 38. Now $38,000. Anybody else? Fair warning at 36,000. Then we'll do it at $36,000, and it goes to Heritage Live. Fantastic. Oh, one of my favorites. I got to take a sip of water on this one. Absolutely amazing. The Libertas Americana Silver Medal. This is graded Mint State 64 plus. Again, on that scale of 0 to 70. CAC endorsed for outstanding quality as well. Benjamin Franklin celebrates American independence, possibly the finest known example. And this is exactly what this medal should look like. I've seen them in copper, silver, exceptionally rare. I like this, possibly or probably the finest surviving silver example. Boldly detailed, choice Mint State example, displays lustrous, reflective silver surfaces under full original toning. That's exactly how you want this to look. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1783 Libertas, fantastic note to our commemorative to our nation's freedom. Lot 17, what are we going to start it at? 340. 380 is a good number. 380 now to go to 4. Now to go to 400,000. We talked about those big jumps, right, Emily? Those bids that are pent up in that bidding corral, if you will, ready to explode. I'm at 380. Now to go to 400,000. Now to go to $400,000. I'm at 380 now to bid 4. What a great acquisition on this nation's 250th anniversary. The 1783 Libertas. Absolutely wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm at 380,000 now to go to 400,000. Now to go to 400,000, 380 now to bid 4. I like this. The Battle of Yorktown was the 3-week siege of the British Army. But again, here it is. The military record marked the Continental Army's victory at Saratoga on 1777 and Yorktown in 1781. So it basically commemorated those. I'm at 380 now to go to 400,000. Of course, Yorktown, the final one. I'm at 380 now to go to 400. Now to bid 400,000. I'm at 380 bid 4. Now to go to 400,000. Heritage Live, don't leave me now for 400,000. I'm at 3 to go the 4. 390 would be the cut bid. You want to go 390? 390, $10,000, substantial amount for a cut bid. Let's use it. I'm at 380 now to go to 4, now to go to 400,000, or you can use your cut bid at 390 for the Libertas in silver, Mint State 64 plus. Good heavens, possibly the finest stone. 380 now to bid 4, now to go to 400,000, and exactly how this should look. 380 now to go to 4, now to bid 400,000. Anyone else then? All bids in beyond 300. I'd love to see a cut bid. I'd love to see it at 390. Anybody else then? 380,000 it is, and we'll do it then at $380,000. And the final price on that is 475,000. Fantastic price. That's the Heritage Live. Thanks, Emily. Fantastic. Here we go. We'll move along away from numismatics, and we thank our numismatic department, Executive Vice President Todd Imhoff, our catalogers Mark Borkart. Thank you very much for that, and of course the consigners. Thank you. Lot 18, the Gazette of the United States. Back to some periodicals. The Gazette of the United States, dated 1792, an act establishing United States Mint, the early published account of the United States Mint. If you're a coin collector, I can't imagine why you're not all over this one. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we have on lot 18? 7750, 8,000 now 85, 8,000 go to 85, 8,000 go to 8,500. At this time, they had coins and currency from all over the place. They had Spanish, French, Dutch, each valued differently. How do we buy anything? I'll give you 2 Dutch of these and 2 British of these. What? We're our own country. We have sovereignty. Let's start making our own money. I'm at 8,000 now to go to 85. 8,000 go $8,500. I'm at 8,000 now to bid 8,500. Now to go to 85. Now the 1790, 8,000 now 89,000 go 94. Now to go to 95. I'm at 9,000 now 95. 9,000 go $9,500. 9,000 bid the 95. 95 now 10. Now to bid 10. 10,000 bid 11. Now to go to 11,000. I'm at 10 now to bid 11,000. 1792 established the mint. 1793 they started minting copper coins. And 1794 silver and 1795 gold coins. So right after this was established, the mint got right on it. I'm at 13 now to go to 14,000. Now to bid 14, 13 now to go to 14,000. 13, yes, go 14,000. 13 now to go to 14. 13 now $14,000. Anybody else then? Heritage Live, what say you? What say you be on the $13,000 level? I'm at 13 now to go to 14. Again, if you're one of our numismatic folks joining us today, how could you not love this? This should be this first piece. This should be the first piece in your coin collection. 15,000 now 16. 15 goes 16,000. 16 17,000. 16 now 17. I'm at 16 now $17,000. 16 goes 17. 16 goes $17,000. Heritage Live, what do you think now? 16 goes 17. 17,000 now to bid 18. Now to go to 18,000. I'm at 17,000 now 18. What do you think at 18 grand? 17,000 now to go to $18,000. Heritage Live, what do you think now? Anybody else? Fair warning on this one. Fair warning, I'm at 17 now to go to 18,000. Look at this. No single document exerted a more lasting influence on the monetary system of the United States than the Mint Act of 1792. Adopted in the wake of independence as a young nation sought to assert its sovereignty and credibility. We talked about sovereignty, right? 18,000 now 19. 18,000 now $19,000. I'm at 18 now to go to 19. 18 bid 19,000. There it is, 18.5. Now 19, now to go to 19,000. 18.5 now 19. 18.5 it is. Come on, 19 grand. What do you say, 19,000? 18.5 go to 19. Go to 19,000. I'm at 18.5. 18,500 now to go to 19,000. Heritage Live, talk to us. There's the 19. Now to bid 2. Now to go to 2,000. I'm at 19,000. Now to bid 20. Now to go to 20,000. The Gazette of the United States, dated April 14, 1792, talking about the Mint Act, 20,000, really establishing the sovereignty of our country. 22 now 24. 22 now $24,000. We got to kind of wrap up all these coins and currencies that's floating around. We got to make our own stuff. 24 now 26. 24,000 now 26,000. I'm at 24,000 now $26,000. 24 now to go to $26,000. And again, I know some collectors who have very sophisticated collections. This I can't imagine. Coins from from the 1700s. I can't imagine you would not want this as the showpiece, as the first piece in your coin collection. I'm at 25 now 26. 26 now 28. Now $28,000. I'm at 26 now 28. 26 now 28,000. What do you say at 28,000? Heritage Live. 26 now 28. 26 it is now to bid 28,000. 26 now 28,000. Heritage Live. What do you say beyond the 26,000? Heritage Live. 27's a cut bid. I don't see a lot of cuts up there. I see one at 25, but 27 would be a cut bid. If you're thinking there's 28, all in now goes to 30,000. Now to go to 30. 28 now go 30,000. What do you? 30,000 now 32. Now 32,000. I'm at 30 now bid 32,000. I'm at 30 now to go to 32. Now to bid 32,000. 30,000 it is. Anybody else? Anybody else then? Heritage Live. Fair warning at 30,000. Any other bids then? All bids in now beyond the 30,000. Now to bid 32. I'm at 30,000 now 32,000. 30 it is. Now to bid 32,000. 32, now to go to 32,000. 30,000 is the number. Anyone else then? Heritage Live, fair warning beyond the $30,000. Any 32, now 34, now to go to 34,000. I'm at 32, now 34, now to bid $34,000. 32, 34, how about 36? Now to go to 36,000. I'm at 34, now to go to 36,000. 34, now 36,000. Heritage Live, what do you think now beyond the 36? 34 now, $36,000. Heritage Live, anybody else now? Anybody else beyond the 34 now to go to 36,000? Now to go to 36, 34 now to go to $36,000. 34 now, 36,000. 34 it is. Heritage Live, what do you think now beyond that? I'm at 34 now to go to 36,000. All bids in now. All bids in beyond 34,000. 35 would be a cut bid if you're thinking of that, like, I bid 35K. Anybody else then? I'm at 34,000 now to go to 35. The Gazette of the United States, an act establishing a mint, the earliest published account of the United States Mint. Earliest, right here. 34 now to go to 36,000. In our beautiful liberty and legacy, 250 years of the American spirit. 34 now, 35. Fair warning beyond 34, all 36,000, now 38. Now to go to 38,000. I'm at 36 now, 38,000. 36,000, now bid 38. Heritage Live, what do you think? 38 it is, now to bid 40. Now to go to 40,000. I'm at 38, now to go to 40. What do you say at 40,000? 38 now to go to 40. 38,000, now bid $40,000. Heritage Live, one more bid then. One more call to action at 40,000. Anybody else? Heritage Live, talk to me beyond that. I'm at 38,000, now to go to 40. Now to go to $40,000. All bids in. Heritage Live, what say you now beyond the 38? Now to go to 40,000. Now to bid 40. 38 is in the bank. Anybody now at $40,000? 38 I've got. Now to go to 40. Now to bid 40,000. 38 now to go to 40. Heritage Live, what do you think at 40,000? 38. Anybody else at 39? Rolling along. A couple of thoughts about it. Anyone else then? Heritage Live, all bids in. Don't after this weekend say, why didn't I get that? That was so cool. Don't do that. Get it now. 38,000 now to go to 40. Anyone else? All bids in. Then we will wrap it up at 38,000 and it goes to Heritage Live. Fantastic acquisition. Really cool. On this one, we're going to get to a different whole segment. We're going to talk about William Ellery, a signer of the Declaration of Independence, things that have come down through his family, and absolutely amazing talking about his experience in the revolutionary times. But one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence, I believe from Rhode Island, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I know it is. Here we go, lot 19, a multi-generational manuscript notebook kept by William Ellery, signer of the Declaration, and his grandfather, Benjamin Ellery, linking colonial maritime life to the Revolutionary era. Really, really cool. He was a member of the Continental Congress when the original governor passed away. They said, William, you got to step in there. So he was kind of a late addition here. What do we have on lot 19? The Declaration signer, William Ellery manuscript. Let's do it. 10,000, now 11,000, now bid 11. One of the signers of the Declaration, weren't a lot. He was one. I'm at 10,000, now 11,000, 10 bid $11,000. Anybody else? Look at this. It's difficult to overstate the significance of this candid firsthand account of the earliest days of the Revolution. I can't imagine it isn't. This is fantastic. 10,000, now 11. I'm at 10,000, now bid 11,000. 10,000 on the open for the William Ellery piece, our first William Ellery piece, signer of the Declaration. And I was told he is the second largest signature. Maybe he's in the conversation anyway. 10,000, now 11,000. 10 bid 11,000. I'm at 10,000, now 11,000. 10,000. Anybody else? I'm at 10 grand, now to bid 11,000. Fair warning at 10,000 for our first William Ellery piece, the 84-page manuscript. Can you imagine? Anyone else then past 10,000? We'll do it at $10,000, and it goes to Empire. Here we go. A letter of marque from the golden age of piracy. Was there a golden age of piracy, John? Apparently there was. Hey, we're taking your ship and all your stuff. That's the golden age right there. Once owned by the Declaration signer William Ellery. Pretty cool on this. Beautifully accomplished letter of marque issued to Benjamin Ellery by Prince George of Denmark. So actually these type of things allowed people to actually commandeer ships. And by the way, this little insert here, it was just a little difficult to read. So his grandfather actually wrote it in. And here it is. Pretty cool. He said, here, let me write that again. So that's what you have here. Absolutely wonderful here. Ladies and gentlemen, lot 20. What are we going to do? 10,000, it's off and running. There'll be no additional post-auction buys on this. I've already got the 10. Now 11,000. Now bid 11,000. I'm at 10,000. Now bid 11,000 for the letter of marque and the reprisal issued to Benjamin Ellery. Anybody else then? I'm at 10,000. Now 11. 10,000 bid $11,000. 10 it is now to bid 11. $10,000 now to bid 11,000. Anyone else then beyond the 10? 10,000 is now to go to 11,000. Fair warning on this one. Here it is. It allowed Ellery, captain of the Thomas and Susanna, to apprehend, seize, and take the ships of France and Spain during Queen Anne's War. Yeah, you can take those. 10,000 out of 11,000. What do you think about that, Caitlin? Yeah, you can take them. Yeah, she liked that rule. Yeah, 10,000 out of 11. 10,000 out of 11,000. 10 now $11,000. 10 now 11,000. 10 it is. Anybody else? 10,000 it is. Fair warning at 10,000. Super cool item. Who got it? Bookbidha.com, outstanding, one of our internet bids. William Redwood accounts the first meeting of the Continental Congress delegates at his home letter to the declaration signer, William Ellery. I love this. Oh, he owned the inn across the street. So he was there for the happy hours, I guess, Hal, right? They would come over and kind of talk about things, and he was a firsthand account of it. I can't imagine this. Let's see, John Hancock. Do you have a reservation? I don't have you here. What's your validation number? Do you have a reference? No, but anyway, here it is. This is he owned the inn, so he basically gave an account of what was going on, and this would be great. Look at this. They all appear to be firm in the cause of liberty. They are all very free and conversable as the Congress will be held in Carpenter's Hall, which is directly opposite my house. Really, really cool. You talk about a document, behind the scenes, informal account. I love it. Lot 21, what are we going to do? 10,000, 16,000. Why not? How about 17,000? Now I'm at 16.5, now to bid 17. 17 now to go to 18,000. 17 now to go to 18. I'm at 17 now to go to $18,000. 17 now 18. 17 now to go to $18,000. Again, here's the guy, William Redwood. He owned the inn across the street. So you got to figure these folks would come over and have a few toss a few back. I'm thinking you would have done that, right, Wyatt? After a full day of deliberation, why not? 17,000 now 18,000. Now to go to $18,000. I'm at 17 now to go to 18. A remarkable and early document of the American Revolution, capturing the first steps towards American liberty. Absolutely. How could you disagree with that? I'm at 17 now 18. Now to go to 18,000. I'm at 17 now 18. Anybody else then? Heritage Live 17,000. Now to go to 18,000. I'm at 17 grand out of it 18. Heritage Live. What do you say beyond the 17,000? 17.5 now cut bid. Now to go to 18,000. Someone edged in. If you were at 17, you no longer in the lead. 18,000. Now you might be. I don't know who's bidding. 18, 19. Someone else. Now to go to 20. Now to go to 20,000. That's where you want to land. Get on that 20. If you are a bidder below this, 20,000. Now 22. Now to take 22,000. I'm at 20. Now to go to 22. 20,000. Now 22,000. 20 it is. 20 it is. If you have your cut bid, you could start clawing away. I'm at 20,000 or go all in at 22,000. 22 they do. Now 24,000. Now to 24. I'm at 22 now, $24,000. 22 now to go to $24,000. I'm at 22 now to go to 24. What do you think at 24,000? 22 it is now to bid 24. 22 now to go to 24. You got to figure the signers of the Declaration, they were putting their life at risk. I mean, they're signing their name. I believe this. The British, not too fond of that. I'm at 22,000 now, 24. 22 now to go to 24,000. 22 it is now to go to 24,000. Heritage Live, what say you? Anybody else then? 22,000 now to go to 24,000. Any other bids? They're wanting beyond 22,000. I think more like 30, but I'm at 22. Anybody else want to advance? Maybe with their cut bid, maybe with 24,000. Heritage Live, what say you? Anyone else then? 22,000 it is. Then we'll do it at $22,000. Who got that? Heritage Live, fantastic. All right, moving along, the Declaration signers, William Ellery and Stephen Hopkins, in the 1776 Continental Congress credentials. I put wow on this, very rare. By 1776, Hopkins' health had declined and he suffered from a pronounced palsy. When he signed the Declaration of Independence, he famously steadied his trembling hand. I love this. My hand trembles, but my heart does not. What an incredible quote. How brave is that? Lot 22, what do we have on it? 25 it is. Now to go to 26,000. I'm at 25 now to bid 26. I'm at 25 now to go to 26,000. 25 now to bid 26,000. Heritage Live, what do you think now? Again, this is the credentials. This says, yeah, you can come in. This is like your ID badge. Yeah, can I come into this? Yes. 25 now to go to 26,000. 25 now to go to $26,000. I'm at 25 now to go to 26. 25 now to go to 26. And again, I believe William Ellery, he was just added after Samuel Ward died, right? He was the governor of Connecticut. And so Ellery was the next person, like, hey, you got to be there. And he came a little bit late, if I'm not mistaken, showed up a little bit late, but got in before the vote. 25,000. And he was bold enough to sign his name pretty big, too. Isn't that something? 26, 28, now 30,000, now 30, 28, now to go to 30. I'm at 28,000, 30 it is, now to go to 32. Now, this is what happens at a heritage sale. It sits there a little bit, and then, look at this. Valeria, this is what happens. 35, 36, now 38. Now to go to 38. Someone does this. 38, now 40,000. Now to go to 40. I'm at 38, 40, now 42. 40 now to go to 42,000. 42 now 44. 42 now to go to 44. Now $44,000. 42 bid the fours. 42 now to go to 44,000. 42 now to bid 44,000. Anybody? 44. I have wow. Do I have wow here with an exclamation point right there? Right there? Yes. Wow. Wow with exclamation. Here, I'm going to put 2 exclamations, Valeria. 2. I have 2 now. 46 now 48. 48 now 50,000. Now to go to 50. There's 50. Now 55. 50 now to go to 55,000. I'm at 50 now to go to 55, 50 now to go to $55,000. 50 it is now to bid 55. Anybody there at 55,000? 50, yes. Give me the 55, $50,000 now to go to 55,000. Lady with the orange phone. I'm at 50 now to go to 55. 50 now to go to 55,000. Anyone now beyond that? I'm at 50,000 now, 55, 52 and a half, a cut bid. Now to go to 55, 52.5, now to go to 55,000. I'm at 52 and a half. That's a cut. 55 tops it, 60 tops it again. 55,000 now to go to 60. We're all in. Anybody now at 60,000? I'm at 55 now to go to 60,000. This is absolutely incredible. This is the credentials. Like, yes, you will be invited to the Congress here, the Continental Congress. It's unbelievable. 55 now to go to. And you think of the backstory, governor died at the last minute. He can't go. William Ellery, you're going. Okay, I'll go. Gets down there. 55 now to go to 60,000. I'm at 55 now to go to 60. 55 it is now bid $60,000. Fair warning at 55,000. We chatted about it a little bit. 60,000 now 65. I'm at 60,000 now to go to 65. I'm at 60. 65 now bid 70. Now to go to 70 grand. I'm at 65,000 now 70,000. What do you think it's 70,000? 65 goes 70 Heritage Live. I'm at 65 now 70. 65,000 now bid 70. 67.5 is the cut bid. Again, I want to remind you of that in the heat of battle. 70,000 now 75. 70,000, some people forget that, Wyatt. They go, oh, that's right, I got a cut bid, let me use it. 72.5 in there, they used it right there. 72.5, now 75,000. Again, you establish the cut at 72.5. Someone else can come and top it at 75. That's their option. That's what auctions are about, right? 72 and a half, now 75. Who wants to top it at 75,000? Sitting on a cut bid. Remember, they can't cut again. If you top it for 2,500 more at 75, that cut bidder would have to go to 80. They only get one cut per lot. 72.5. Now to go to $75,000. What do you say? I bid 75K. You want to do that? Yeah, I did 75. I'm at 72.5. Heritage Live. I don't want to see you on Monday saying, well, I sure am glad I saved 2,500 bucks and didn't get this. 72.5 now 75,000. 72.5 it is. Anybody else? Fair warning at 72.5. All bids in now. Great piece. Great piece. 75,000 it is. Good for you. I'm at 75 now to go to 80. 80,000 now 85. 80,000 now 85. See how that sometimes happens, Wyatt? 80,000 now 85. 80,000 now to go to 85. I'm at 80 now to go to 85. 80,000. Now we're just deciding who's going to get this in the mail. 80,000 now 85. 80 now to go to 85,000. 80,000. Again, a declaration signer, William Ellery and Stephen Hopkins, two signers. This is their credentials for the Continental Congress. 80,000 go 85,000. Gosh, how important is it? 80,000 now 85. All bids in now, Heritage Live. Asked you a couple of times. Are we finished? I don't know. You tell me. 80,000. Who gets ownership? 80,000 now 85. Any other cut bids are available? I'm not sure they are. You tell me. Fair warning. It'd be a shame not to use it if you had it. $80,000. All bids in. Fair warning at 80,000. Then let's do it at $80,000, and it goes to Heritage Live. Fantastic. Yeah. The bidding there, all in, was $100,000. So absolutely fantastic. That deserves more applause, I think. Yes, thank you. Here we go, folks. We're moving to lot 23. This is kind of incredible. This is 9 days before the Independence Declaration before Independence. Declaration of Independence signer William Ellery sends $10,000 to Nathaniel Greene, presumably to fund the Continental Army. That's a lot of money back then, huh? It's a lot of money now. So pretty cool on that one. Again, the Committee of Five was nearing the completion of its draft of the Declaration while the Continental Army prepared for a major clash with the British in New York. The receipt reads in full, and of course it says receive $10,000. Really, really cool here when you think about that. Getting ready, suiting up an army for the revolution. One of the signers is sending the money. Lot 23, I can't believe this. What do we have on it? 10,000. 10,000 I've got, now to bid 11. 10,000, now bid 11. 10,000, I need 11,000. Is this going to go to 80,000? It probably is, as it should. I'm at 10, now to 11,000. 10 bid 11. I'm at 10,000, now 11 grand. 11,000, now 12,000, now 13. My pen is in my book. I'm not writing anything down. 14,000, 15, 15, 16, 17, 16, now 17,000, now 18, now 19,000, 19, now 20,000, now to go to 20, 19, now to go to 20,000. And by the way, he used his full name here, which was often abbreviated, kind of like A. Lincoln and getting something that says Abraham Lincoln, something like that. So we used his full name, which is unusual. I'm at 19,000, now to go to 20,000. Signer of the Declaration, William Ellery, sending money to outfit the Continental Army. It's unbelievable. 19 now to go to 20,000. 19 now to go to $20,000. I'm at 19 now to go to 20. Heritage Live, what do you think now at 19 now to go to 20,000? Remember, 19's not bad, but 20,000 is a $1,000 insurance policy for you. To now, as we double the increments beyond that, I'm at 19,000 now to go to 20. Heritage Live, anybody else? Been open there for a little bit. Let's get a $1,000 decision right now on the board. 19 now to go to 20. Where's that decision? Full name as well. 19,000 now, 20. Any other bidders then beyond that? Should be in the 30s now. I'm at 19 now to go to 20,000. What do you say? 20. Heritage Live, really? Fair warning there at 19,000. All right, we'll do it at 19,000, and it goes to Heritage Live. Fantastic. Here we go, folks. I think I have something to read about this one. Lot 24. I have some additional cataloger comments. It says here, the Providence line previously read that these items had been offered in Christie's printed books and manuscripts, including Americana, on June 8, 1990. This was incorrect, and that statement has been removed. So online, it's, oh, did we skip the lot? Oh, yeah, 24. Okay, I'm sorry. There's the glasses and the shoe buckles. I just saw the shoe buckles. But anyway, it says that statement has been removed. So online, it's absolutely correct. We can correct that as a moment's notice, but we can't recall all of these catalogs. So if you're working out of the catalog, note that. William Ellery's gold spectacles and rhinestone shoe buckle. Really, really cool here. Again, the buckles are set with rhinestones, owned by William Ellery, a delegate to the Continental Congress for Rhode Island and signer of the Declaration. I don't know. I have here Ellery was one of only 3 signers of the Declaration who wore spectacles in 1776, kind of like me right now and you, Justin. Here we go. What do we have on lot 24? The glasses and the buckles. Cool. What are we going to do? 33, 34, now 3,600, now to go to 36, 34, go 3,600. The rhinestones are absolutely fantastic. The glasses are wonderful, 14 karat on that. 34, now 3,600. 34 it is, now to bid 36. Now to go to $3,600, I'm at 34, now 36. Anybody else now? I'm at 34, now to go to 30. What, folks, we can't prove it, but I mean, there's a 36, there's a good chance he wore these at the Continental Congress signing the Declaration. I mean, can you imagine? What's that? Sure, 37. I think way too early, Susan, but that's it. 37 now 38. Now $3,800. 37 now 38. 37 now 38. 38 now 4. Now to go to 4,000. I need it all in at 4, Susan. Go 4,000 on this. This is an easy one. Sure, 4,000. Go 42. 4,000 now 4,200. I'm at 4. Now to go to 42. 4,000. Go to 4,200. I'm at 4. Now to go to 4,200. 42 now 44. These should be easy decisions. Easy. These are quick at this level. I'm at 42, now 44, 44, now 46, now $4,600. I'm at 44 here, now to go to 46. Heritage Live, 44, now 4,600. I'm at 44, now 46. What do you think at 46? 44, now to go to 4,600. 44, yes, now 46, now to go to 4,600. 44, anybody else then? 44, now 4,600. Heritage Live, anybody else then? Fair warning now at 44. 4,400, now to bid $4,600. Heritage Live would say you. Anybody else then? 4,400, now 46. Anybody else? All bids in. All bids in now. Past the 44. Oh, you're nodding, you're smiling. Susan's nodding like, I've been in this before. I know when I'm winning. 45. Smile right off her face. No more smile. Now to go to 46. Way to go, Justin. Way to go, man. 45. 46. Can you get me 48? Heritage Live, I'm at 46 with a smiling Susan on the phone like this. 46 now 48, 46 now 4,800, 46 here, worth so much more. When you think about what these were, I mean, these are spectacles of a signer of the Declaration, shoe buckles and everything. Can you just imagine? Can you put yourself on what shoes he's wearing, what spectacles, and he's at the Continental Congress? It's just unbelievable. 46 now 48. That's what makes collectibles so cool, is they were there. These objects were there. I'm at 46 now 48. 48 now to go to 5. Now to go to 5,000. 48 now 5. Kind of like a torn up Mets ticket, right? 5,000 now 55. By the way, that really ruined it for me when you said that. 5,000 now 55. That's a private comment between Mike and me. 5,000 now 55. 5 now to go to 5.5. 5,000 now 55. 5,000 go 55. 5,000 out of 5,500. 5,000 go to 55. What do you think? 5,000 go 52.5 on a cut. 55 already. Now to go to 6,000. Now to go to 6, Susan. Now to go to 6. 5,500 now to bid 6. Now to go to 6,000. 6,000 now to go to 65. Heritage Live, what do you think at 65? 6,000 now 65. And I love objects that were there. And by the way, the private comments, I collect some World Series tickets, and I was collecting unused tickets. And Mike Provenzal, who's in our sports department, he goes, you know, Mike, the one's torn in half. They were at the game. And I'm like, shucks, you're right. You're right. They were there. That's what this is. This was there. 6,000 now 65. 6,000 now 6,500. 6,000 goes 65. The unused tickets look pretty. They look pretty, but they weren't at the game, were they? These were at the game. I'm at 62.50 now 65. 62 and a half now, $6,500. I'm at 62.50 now, 6,500. 62 and a half now to go to 65. And we'll see some other objects later on that were there for big history events. I'm at 62.50 now, 65. Now to bid 6,500. 62.50. Anybody else now at $6,500? Heritage Live. I love it. Anybody else then? William Ellery, a signer of the Declaration of Independence, coming up on our 250th anniversary. So cool on these. 62.50, now 65. Anyone else then? Fair warning on the 62.50, now 6,500. Anybody else? 62.50, is that going to be it? It is 62, 65. Susan, it's all right. Open, I got her bid in. I got her bid. Yep, it's all right. I will reopen this lot because we got a last minute bid. 6,500 now to go to 7. 6,500 Heritage Live. We're back in it at 65 now to go to 7. I'm at 65 now. She got the bid in. I got to call balls and strikes here. I did. That's a strike. 65 now 7,000. 65 it is now 7. 65 now 7,000. 65 it is now to bid 7. Heritage Live 7,000. Thank you for your patience. Now 75, Susan. Let's go 75. Go to 75. Do it for me. Say, you know what? I like it. I love it. It was there. It's important. It's historical. Anybody now at $7,500? Heritage Live. There might be some more Heritage Live bidders. I don't know. I'm at 7,000 now. 75. 72.50 also works. I see a couple of cut bids out there. If they're still out there, maybe throw them at your computer. 7,000 now. 75. $7,000 it is. Anyone else then? Anyone else beyond the 7,000? Then we'll do it at $7,000. Who got it? Heritage Live. Beautiful. Here we go. Lot 25. This is the Declaration of Independence signer William Ellery's 1776 letters of alarm during the British invasion of Newport. And he was concerned for his family. He got word that the British are right offshore. They're coming. He's worried about his family, his things. It's not like they could call him and do a track my iPhone. I mean, he didn't have any of that. iPhone was like 2 years later. No. But anyway, so you think about the terror as he's at the Continental Congress. He's worried about this. So these are some of the letters. I love this. He writes another letter about how the expense of living has doubled, and at least since the first Congress. There are extravagant prices of food, clothing, and accommodations. Gee, that never stops, does it? So back when the country was being founded, they were complaining about costs, and we're still doing the same thing today. Good heavens. Lot 25, what are we going to do? 5,000. Now, well, that's one way to go. What do you say, Wyatt? You got anything left? He says, nothing in the tank. 16, it's all us. 16,000 out 17. Heritage Live, what do you say? I'm at 16,000 out 17,000. Look at this. Where she and the children are, I know not. But this I know, wherever they may be, you will find them. You will find them and find them out and give them any relief they may want. That is your power. It is thought, indeed. A gentleman who was lately at New York says that the British were bound to Rhode Island and that General Howe had received a letter from Clinton, et cetera, et cetera. Really cool stuff. You think about the terror when he wrote this letter. And of course, you're putting it in the mail. It's going to be a week or two, right? I mean, you don't know. 16,000 now 17. But I like this. He concludes by talking about the extravagant prices down there at the Continental Congress. 16,000 now 17. We're still complaining about it, aren't we, Kaylin? We're still complaining. Well, look at these prices. Gee, it's never been this bad. No, here's a guy right there founding of the country saying it's bad. 16,000 now 17. Now to go to 17,000. 16,000 now 17. Anyone else then? Heritage Live, what say you? And of course, this is cataloged over a couple of pages. A superb pair of letters documenting Founder Father's devotion to the American cause as enemy forces threatened his life, his family, and his home. Exceptional survival. I'm at 16,000 now 17. Anybody else then past that? Anyone else past the 16,000? All right, we'll do it at 16,000, and it goes to Heritage Live. All right, folks, moving along. Lot 26 is a great one as well. All my doctors out there. Rare Revolutionary Era medical diary documenting colonial treatments, patient cases in wartime activity in New England. Really, really cool here. And it talks about the average maladies. We're not going to get into detail, but our catalogers did. This is lot 26. What are we going to start? Need 10. How about 10? I'm at 95 now to go to 10. 95, not enough, though. Not enough. That's to prompt you to go to 10. That's what we need to move this. Where are all my doctors out there, my med school grads? How cool would this be as a gift? Right? Your loved one just graduated from med school. Why not give this? Pretty cool. Actually, they might want the 10 grand. But I think it'd be pretty cool. 9,500 now to go to 10. 9,500 now to go to 10. 9,500 it is. Heritage Live, what do you think now? I'm at 95 now to go to 10,000. What do you say at 10? Pretty cool stuff here. One of the first accounts of medicine in the turn of the at the Revolutionary Era. I'm at 95 now to go to 10,000. Anyone? All right, $9,500. We'll keep that on hold. That'll still be available as a post-auction buy. All right, folks, one of our second things, right? We had the spectacles, and now we have this. Finely engraved épée de cour, made for the royal household and the Duke of Orleans. 1767. This was made during the reign of Louis XVI at a time when luxury swords were sold at boutiques. Kind of like a Rolex would be, I guess, today. Kind of like someone would wear that, right? I mean, kind of as a symbol of wealth and prosperity. This is lot 27. What are we going to have on it? 25, 24 now, 25. You can open at the lower and then I'll just say the higher. Yeah, that's my technique. No big deal. 24 now, 25. 24 now, 2,500. I need 2,500 if you want this one. 25 now to go to $2,500 for the decorative, kind of a luxury sword, if you will, for the time. 24 now, 25. Anybody else? Fair warning on the 24. All right, we'll hold on to this. $2,400. We'll hold on to that. That'll be in our place. Here we go on this one. This is another one, kind of modestly opened from Lexington and Concord to the Declaration of the American Revolution, the Gentleman's Magazine. Again, this was, I believe, printed in London, documenting the mounting tensions that signaled the coming American Revolution. Pretty cool on this one. Particularly notable is the May 1775 issue containing an early report of the battles of Lexington and Concord. I think that was an important one. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we have on this lot 28, Lexington and Concord from the Gentleman's Magazine? 23 now, 24 now, 25. How about 26? 25 now to go to 2,600. I'm at 25 now to go to 26. 25 it is now 2,600. 25 now, 26. What do you think? 25 now to go to $2,600. I'm at 25. 25 now to bid $2,600. Heritage Live, give me a little bit more on this one. Anybody else now? The volume contains scarce early English printing of the Declaration of Independence. Among the first appearances in a British magazine, the Declaration of American Independence appears on page 361 and 362. 26 now, 28. 26 now, $2,800. There were a surprising amount of Brits who were for this independence. They were for it. They weren't against it, saying, you got some nerve breaking away from us. No, there was a huge, huge population in London and England that wanted the independence. I'm at 26 now, 28. 26 now, $2,800. I'm at 26 now to go to 28. Now to bid 2,800. Anyone now? 26 now, 2,800. They're wanting at 2,600. Heritage Live, what say you? Now to go to a little bit more. 27's the cut bid. 27's the cut. What do you think at 27? I'm at 26 now, 2,700. Anybody else? 26? 26 it is. We'll do it at 2,600. Goes to Heritage Live. We'll take another sip. Stay hydrated. Wow, our phone bank is humming like a telethon over there. On the brink of battle, Colonel William Christian directs William Campbell in raising and marching revolutionary troops. William Christian, Lieutenant Colonel Campbell, a captain, I believe. Campbell would receive his commission as captain of the 1st Virginia Regiment under Patrick Henry. Give me liberty or give me death, right? So pretty cool here. Back in December 1775. So these early colonists have a lot coming at them in the next several years. Lot 29. What do we have on this? Now 22. Now to go to $2,200. Again, on the brink of battle, Colonel William Christian directs his troops. You got to love this. 22 now, 24 now, 26. Now to bid $2,600. I'm at 24 now, 2,600. I'm at 24 now to go to $2,600. 24 now to bid 26. 2,400 now, 26. What do you think at 2,600? I'm at 24 now, 26. Heritage Live, what do you think at 2,600? 24 it is. Anybody else? I would enlist 35 or even 38 men upon these principles, to wit, to hasten to review and forward your rank. It would certainly be more agreeable to you to have the whole company to march with you than to be following after. I would agree. You don't want anyone chasing on a promise. I promise we're going to enlist. We'll be right behind you. Why don't you just enlist now and come with me? 26 now, 28. 26 now, 2,800. 26 now, 28. 2,600 it is. Now to bid 28. Now to go to $2,800. Heritage Live. The starting bid was $2,000. Shouldn't this be in the $3,000-$4,000 range? Where are all my Army officers, my military officers on this one? I'm at 26 now, 28. 26 now, 2,800. Anyone else? All right, we'll do it at $2,600, and it goes to bookbidha.com. All right, this is kind of cool. I learned from Hal on this one that the copper plate engraving is largely why our Declaration of Independence, you can hardly read it. So it's kind of it. This is Peter Force's 1833 printing of the Declaration of Independence, crafted by printer William J. Stone. We know what the Stone, and there's the Stone imprint there. It's in the very, very far left column of the signers underneath. You can barely read it, but there it is. That's the imprint on the mark. So again, a copper plate engraving, really basically the first copies of the Declaration directly from the original document. Lot 30 is an important one. What are we going to have? 27, now 28,000. 32 is good. This is going to go big. 32 now to go to 34, now to bid 34, 34, 36. Now 36,000. I'm at 34 now to go to 36. 34 now 36,000. Again, should be up in the 50s, 36. Everyone can bid on this at this level. You're going to be outbid. 37, now 38, now 38,000. 37 to cut bid too early. 38 now to go to 40, now to go to 40,000. I'm at 38 now 40. Now 40,000. Where's the bid at 40? Where's the bid? Anyone on the phone now at 40? I'm at 38 now to go to 40,000. 38 now to go to 40. 38 now 40,000. 40 here, now 42. 40,000 on the phone. 40 here, now to go to 42. 42 now 44. I'm at 42 with you, Heritage Live. Now to looking at 44 on the phone. 42 now 44, or with you. 44 now 46,000. What do you say? Can you do 46? Heritage Live looking at 46,000. I'm at 4. Now to go to 46,000. 46 is done. Now to go to 48,000. 46 is here. 48 to you. 48. Give me the 48. Give me 48,000. 46 now 48,000. 46 now 48,000. Anyone now at 48? You could cut and make them go to 48 and you go 50. That's not a bad strategy either. Your call. I'm just letting you know because I'm the auctioneer. 46 now to go to 47 or 48,000. What do you say? What do you think now? I'm at 46 now to go to 48,000. They're waiting patiently. I need an answer now at 48,000, or you can cut it. 47, new bidder. New bidder at 47. You should bid 48. Heritage Live bid the 48 now to go to 50. Now to go to 50,000. 48 now 50. Now to bid 50,000. I'm at 48 now to go to 50. Now to go to 50,000. You want to go 50? One more bid at 50. One more bid. Don't let Monday come around and say I'm 2,000 short. Don't do that. I'm at 48,000 now 50,000. 50,000. 48 now to go to 50. 48,000 now to go to 50,000. 50,000 on Heritage Live. Now it's too late. Now go 55. Now I need 55,000. I'm at 50 now to go to 55,000. What do you say at 55? 55,000. Miss Caitlin, are you in on this one too? She says maybe. 50,000 now 55. Susan, 55. Justin's got it. 55. Now can you go? Now I need 60,000. Now I need 60,000. Susan, give me a smile. Give me a nod. Give me a wave at 60. I'm at 55 here with you, Heritage Live. Now 60,000. What do you say at 60? 55 now to go to 60,000. I'm at 55 now to go to 60. Now to go to 60,000. 55 now to bid 60. Now to go to 60 grand. What do you think at 60? Susan, give me an answer of something. 60, thank you. 60 now 65. Justin, it's up to you again. Heritage Live, that means you. When I talk to him, I'm talking to you. I'm at 60,000 on the phone. Now 65. Caroline, you're going to go to 65? She says she's thinking about it. 65. Now I need you at 70. Lucky 70. She's thinking about it at 70,000, as is Susan. What do you say? I'm at 65,000, now 70,000. You know how many people say no and then they say yes? I'm at 65,000, now 70,000. Would you like a piece of the cheesecake? No, I couldn't. Well, on second thought, I would. I'm at 65 now, 70,000. Now 70,000. 65 now, 70. What do you think? Anybody else? 65 now, 70,000 now, 75. 70,000 now, 75,000. I'm at 70 now, 75. Susan, I need 75,000. I'm at 70 now to go to 75,000 on this one. 75, too late. Now I need 80,000. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. 80,000, now 85. 80,000, now 85,000. 80 it is now to go to 85,000. 80 now to go to 85,000. 80 now 85. Heritage Live, what do you say at 85,000? I'm at 80 right here, Heritage Live. Where are my phone bidders? Susan, are you still with me on this? She says, I am still with you, but I'm walking, not running. Start running. I'm at 80,000, now 85,000. 80 now to go to 85, 80,000, now 85. I need an answer. Justin's patiently waiting for a Heritage Live bidder. What do you say one more for the old college try? What do you think? 80 now 85, 80,000. How about 82.5? Don't write no. Don't write no, Susan. Write yes. $80,000. Anybody else for the copper plate engraving? Absolutely fabulous piece here. Anyone else then beyond the 80,000? Then it is $80,000, and it goes to Heritage Live. Fantastic. The all-in price, $100,000 on that. Thank you very much for the three of you clapping. Here we go. 4, 5. Thank you. Alexander Hamilton put on a great Broadway show. No, it's not that. Good heavens, Avery, you can't just say that. Lot 31. Fascinating Revolutionary War letter from Alexander Hamilton to General Alexander McDougall, fresh off the American victories at Trenton and Princeton. Again, one of the founding fathers here, became an aide-de-camp for George Washington, as well as being the first Secretary of the Treasury. But pretty cool on this one. Lot 31, you can read all about it, but there it is. Alexander Hamilton. What are we going to start it at? 11,000. 15's good. 16, 17,000 now, 17, 16 now, 17,000. 17, 18,000, 19,000, 19, 20,000 now, 22. Now to go to 22, 22 now to go to 24, 22 now, 24. Look at this catalog. frequently advocating protectionism and vesting Congress with the power of regulating trade. Have you heard that before? We don't do that anymore. But anyway, there it is. It's all here, folks. Everyone says, "Oh, this is the first time this ever happened." No. Though an export tax was outlawed by the Constitution, Hamilton understood revenue-generating ability of import taxation, which is when coupled with the development of major manufacturing sector of the economy would effectively regulate trade. What do we call that today? Tariff. That's it. They were talking about here. I'm at lot 31. I'm at 22,000. Anybody at 24,000? 22 now, 24,000. 22,000 out of the 24. Anybody at $24,000? Alexander Hamilton, in his own words, right there. 22 now, 24. Anybody now $24,000? 22 now to bid 24. Or you can go 23. Anybody else now? Where are my economists out there? All of my money managers ought to be all over this one. I'm at 22,000 now, 24. Now to go to 24,000. 22, yes. Anybody at 24,000? Fair warning on this Alexander Hamilton piece. Fantastic. Then we'll do it at $22,000. There it is. And he was a soldier and statesman at the same time. All right, folks, we're going to move past lot 32. That has been removed to the sale. But we're going to go right on to lot 33. Lot 33, I have an additional comment. It says, please note, this lot has been updated to the title should say the manner of Charles Wilson Peel from attributed to Charles Wilson Peel. Okay, so the manner. All right, so here we go. This is a portrait of Joseph Reed, aide-de-camp to George Washington as well on this one. Among his most notable achievements was the involvement in the passage of the Gradual Abolition Act of 1780, one of the earliest legislative efforts in the United States to address slavery. So this is an important guy here. Great provenance as well. You can see it. So it's of Joseph Reed, and the first 5 people are the Reeds. They owned it for a long time, for centuries. Ladies and gentlemen, and of course there it stood in the Met, I believe. It hung there as well. Absolutely incredible opportunity. This is lot 33. What do we have? 15, going way bigger. 15 now, 16,000. Now to go to 16. I'm at 15,000. Now to bid $16,000. Incredible province. The port was lent by Bertha King Bankard to the Metropolitan Museum of Art and exhibited in the American wing from 1935 to 1940. A Metropolitan Museum loan receipt and letter from director H.E. Winlock, dated in 1935, acknowledges the loan and refer to the work as a portrait of General Joseph Reed by Charles Wilson Peel. That's what's on the loan document. But anyway, pretty cool on this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm at 15,000, now 16,000. 15 now to go to 16,000, 15 now to bid 16. What do you say? It's 16,000. Anybody now beyond that? I'm at 15 now to go to $16,000. Heritage Live, anybody else? 15 it is. 15, it stays at 15. Who got it? Internet buyer. All right, we're going to pass by lot 34 and go right to lot 35. So catch up with me. Your online sheet should be updated. Here we go, lot 29. I'm sorry, lot 35. This is an important 1781 Cherokee Treaty paymaster naming Shelby, Christian, and Martin with 1784 Joseph Martin letter of frontier diplomacy and land claims. Hey, they had to arrange things. They were not just fighting the British. They had to make land arrangements with the Native Americans as well. This one with the Cherokee, pretty cool on this. Cherokee neutrality during the Revolutionary War, an achievement historians credit with securing American success at pivotal battles such as Kings Mountain and Cowpens. What are we going to have on it? 38 now, 4,000. There's 4. And look at all the names in their pay. The cheapest guy, boy, he's getting kind of messed up. He only gets 2 shillings. Look at this. The guy at the bottom, he's like 41. I'm at 4,000, now 42. Now $4,200. I'm at 4 now to go to 42. 4,000 now 4,200. Heritage Live, what do you think at 4,000? Now move to 42. Anybody there at 4,200? Heritage Live, what do you think now? I'm at $4,000 now to go to 42. I'm at the minimum. I'm at the open at 4,000. Let's get a little more action on this one. Look at the great pay ledger on this one. Where are my accountants out there? Anybody now at this level, you could do this. I'm at 4,000 now 42. Anybody else then? Fair warning on this, an important piece here. Let's see, it says Colonel Joseph Martin, who in 1777 was appointed U.S. Indian agent by Patrick Henry. Give me liberty or give me death. There it is, 4,000 now 42. Anybody else? Fair warning beyond the 4,000. I will do it at 4,000. That goes to Heritage Live. Going to get a quick seat swap, and I will take a sip here as we are ready to move on to lot 36. Hello, Miss Emily. Pretty cool here. This is, I love this. This is incredible. This is Charles, Continental Congress orders Pennsylvania troops to assemble with all possible expedition days before Yorktown, which ended it all. All right, Yorktown, Battle of Yorktown, this ended it all. So the siege started on September 28th. The date on this is September 19th. So in the world of revolutionary timing where you have to move people, this was like the day before. I mean, when you think about it, because they had to move people, they had to walk. They had to walk there or ride horse. I mean, it took a long time. So anyway, this is Charles Thomas, an autograph Revolutionary War order signed as Secretary of the Continental Congress. Unbelievable. The siege started September 28, lasted 3 weeks until we finally won that one. And that, of course, led to the surrender. I'm at lot 36. What are we going to have? 52.50, now 55. Sitting on a cut bid, now 55. Now to go to $5,500, I'm at 52 and a half. Now to go to 55. What do you say at $5,500? 52.50, now bid 55. Heritage Life, give me the 55. 52 and a half, now $5,500. What do you say? 55, it is 6,000, now 65. I'm at 6 now 65. Heritage Live, I put my pen down. I think we have a long way to go together. I'm at 6,000, now 65. 6,000 goes $6,500. Can you imagine summoning troops to get to Yorktown to fight the final battle of the Revolutionary War? 6,000 now 65. 6,000 goes $6,500 by the Secretary of the Continental Congress. 65, 7,000 now 75. I think you know we have a long way to go on this one. I'm at 7,000 now 75. 7,000 goes $7,500. I'm at 7 grand now 75. 7,000 mid to $7,500. Heritage Live, what do you think now beyond the 7,000? 7,000 takes 75. One more bid, perhaps it's $7,500. I'm at 7 grand now 75. I can't believe this is the Battle of Yorktown. Anyone else then, folks? Anybody else beyond 7,000? I think should be 8, 9, 10, 12,000. 7,000 goes 75. Anyone else then? Heritage Live, you're not going to go 75. One more bid at 75 for this. 7,000 now 75, maybe 72 and a half. I'm at $7,000 and it stays at 7 grand, 7,000. Who got it? Internet buyer. Lieutenant General Marquis de Choisy, I believe. Is that how you're the French person, M? Is that about right? She says she would go with that one. This is orders procurement of entrenching tools for the siege of Yorktown. You got to love this. You will use every means in your power to obtain by impress or otherwise. I need 800 shovels. John, can you get me 800 shovels? You can't just go to Home Depot and get these, folks, or Lowe's. How hard is it to get 800 shovels back at this time? It's got to be insane. 100 axes, 100 pickaxes. Do you need any hatchets? Yeah, throw in 100 of those too. We'll take 100 of those. Absolutely amazing. When at the height of the Yorktown campaign, this order captures the practical realities of our soldiers. We need shovels. We need to dig trenches. I'm at lot 37. What are we going to have on this? Now to go to 7,000 on this order. Absolutely incredible. 67.50 now, 7,000, 67.5 now to go to 7. If you're in the logistics community, good heavens, could there be anything cooler than this? I'm at 67.50 now, 7,000. Now to bid 7. 67.50 now bid 7,000. Anyone else? 7,000. Anyone else then? 67.50 now bid 7. 7,000 now 7. Prior 7 was a tie. It's a tie 7. You could go 72.50 if you want, Heritage Live. I think I would do that. I think I would. I'd go 72 and a half, put your name in the lead. Right now we're at a tie bid at 7. Why would you want to lose this at 72.50? Whenever 72.50, I think that's a good number. John, you got any more money? He's out. Right now you're in the lead. I think that's a good bid. 72, you could be topped. You could be, but I think that was a smart bid. 72 and a half now 75. 72.50 now 7,500. Heritage Live, anybody else? I'm at 72.50. Now to go to 75. Now to bid $7,500. 72.50. 800 spades or shovels. 100 axes, 100 pickaxes. I might have gone a little heavier on the pickaxes, but be that as it may, 100 hatchets as well. I'm not really sure, Avery, how they're using those, but wouldn't you have gone heavier on the pickaxes? Yeah, you'd think, yeah, you would pick that, yeah. 72.50, anybody else? Want to take a swing at this one? 72.50 now, 75. Yeah, but it got chopped. It's a chopping list. There it is. 72, very good. 72.50. This is a wartime chopping list. 72.50, anybody? 75. 72.50 is the number, and it goes to Heritage Live. Really cool item. I love things that really bring it down. We see things like land grants and this and that, but hey, man, we need shovels. That you can really picture. You can see their desperation on this. We need 800 of them. Just incredible. Anyway, 2 days before Cornwallis' surrender at Yorktown, John Hancock signs twice on an appointment for Brigadier General Solomon Lovell. On this one, the surrender of Yorktown appointment falls at the climactic moment of the Revolutionary War. Pretty cool on this. The condition of this is absolutely off the chart. It's wonderful condition. This is lot 38, the John Hancock appointment signed twice. What are we going to do? 45, now 46, now $4,600. And again, the level of preservation on this is just amazing. 46, now 48, now $4,800. I'm at 46, now 48. 46 it is now to go to $4,800. Now to bid 48, 46, now 4,800. There's John Hancock. I think he signed the Declaration too as the head of the Continental Congress, right? I'm at 46, now 48, 46, now 4,800, 46, now 48. Heritage Live, what do you think a little bit more on this one? 47. This is John Hancock's signature, unmistakable. 4,800, now 5,000. Now to go to 5. 48 now to go to 5,000. 48 now bid 5. There's the 5. Now 55. Now to go to $5,500. 5 now to go to $5,500. Here it is. It says Hancock appoints Solomon Lovell, Esquire of Weymouth, to be one of the justices to keep the peace in the county of Suffolk in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. There it is. Where are my attorneys? Where are my judges? Where are my Massachusetts? But you all ought to be all over this. At this level, 5,000. Everyone should be calling their friend. Hey, there's some at Heritage Auctions you'd want. 52.50 now 55. Now to go to 5,500, 52 and a half, now 5,500. Now to bid 55. I'm at 52 and a half. Now to go to 55, 55 bid 6,000. Now to go to 6. And the condition absolutely off the charts. Really, really great. The quality of the signature, the ink is wonderful. I'm at 55, 57.50 on a cut bid. Now 6,000. Now to bid 6. I'm at 57.50. Now to go to 6,000. Now to bid 6. 57 and a half. Now to go to 6 grand. Heritage Lot 6,000. Now 65. Can we do $6,500? I'm at 6,000. Now 65. 6,000 goes $6,500. Anybody else? 6,000 is Heritage Live. What do you think? It's 60, 65. Now to bid 6,500. Heritage Live, I'm at 6,000. Now 65. Now 6,500. One more bid at 65. 6,000. Now $6,500. Heritage Live, one more bid. Anybody else then? Anybody else beyond the 6,000? Anyone else? Heritage Live, sitting at 6,000. Do you have enough time to think about 65? Maybe 7? I'm at 6,500 now to go to 7. 65 now 7,000. One more bid perhaps. Any other bids then? We'll do it at 6,000 on this amazing condition letter. Who got it? Heritage Live, fantastic. This is wonderful as well. I don't know how they made maps back then. I mean, they didn't go to a satellite and go, oh, there it is. I mean, you had to like pace it off, right? I mean, literally, you had to do that. Count things. That looks like a quarter mile. It looks, take out a compass. All right, it stretch for, what's that? Well, or drones. That would have been another opportunity. This is lot 39. This is a great one. This is, of course, the map of the theater of war present in America, hand-colored, copper plate engraving. Absolutely wonderful. It talks about the map depicts the East Coast seaboard from North America, from Newfoundland to northern Florida. Really a fantastic piece here. If you're an antique map collector, I can't imagine you're not all ready for this one. The opening bid is now 25. Now to go to $2,500. I'm at 24. Now to go to 2,500. Anybody else now? Again, wonderful condition. Love the cartouche at the bottom. That's that lower left, the kind of the vignette, if you will. I'm at 24, 25. There it is. Now to 26. Now to go to 2,600. I'm at 25. Now to go to 26. 25 it is. Now to go to $2,600. 26 now about 28. And by the way, the coloration of this is wonderful for this era. 26 now 28. That fades first. Larry, that fades first. I mean, that's why it's really wonderful. 26 now 28. 26 now 2,800. 28 now bid 3. Now to go to 3,000. 28 now 3,000. 28 now 3. I'm at 2,800 now to go to 3. 2,800. Anybody now $3,000? 28. Yes, go to 3 grand. 3 it is. Now 32. Now to bid $3,200. 3. Go 32. 3,000 bid 3,200. Now take 32. I'm at 3,000. Now 32. 3,000 go $3,200. Anybody? Heritage Live. What say you beyond the 3? Beyond the 3,000. Beyond the 3,000. Anyone now at 3,200. Now to go to 32. $3,000. Fair warning now on this one. And again, you got to love that cartouche at the bottom. Kind of a vignette, if you will. I'm at 3,000 now 32. Fair warning at 3,000 for the great color. 32 now 34. Again, all of my antique map collectors ought to be all over this. This is a 1782 French map of the American War with Yorktown siege inset on it. Great stuff. 32 go 3,400. 32 it is now 34. 32 bid 34. How about 36? Now to go to 3,600. I'm at 34 now 36. Now to go to 36. Heritage Live. What say you now on this? I'm at 34 now to go to 36. Anybody else then? 34 now $3,600. 34. I'm taking another sip. 34 now 36. Heritage Live, anybody else? 35? Anybody want to use their cut bid? You're cutting up your bid, not the map. 34 now, 3,500, $100 more. You're on the losing side of 34. Use your cut. 34 now, 36. Anybody else now for $100? Why wouldn't you do that? I'm at 34 now to go to 3,600. Now to go to 36. 34 it is now to $3,600. 34. It's selling at $3,400. 35 last minute bid. We got it. How about 36? Now to go to 3,600. Last minute bid at 36. And by the way Heritage Auctions work. Unlike eBay and some other internet sales where, you know, the clock ticks down and you see if you can bid the last one so no one else gets in. Mike and I, when we get a last minute bid, we just start again, right, Mike? We just start the bidding again. So 36, so there's no advantage to waiting just as we proceed through the sale. Like if you're thinking, he's about to close it, bid. Well, we just start again. So anyway, we're at 36, now 38, now 38. So it's more of a shot clock, Mike, than a game clock, right? Yeah. So the ball hits the rim, we just start again. 36 now 38. 3,600 now $3,800. Anybody? 3,600 now 38. Heritage Live, what say you now? What say you beyond 36 now to go to 38 for the map? Wonderful piece here. I'm at 36. Any of the bidders? Fair warning here. keeping it open a little bit. Fair warning at 36. I love the item. I love it. I love the color on it. Fantastic, great condition. 36 it is. Then we'll do it at 3,600, and that goes to Heritage Live. All right, folks, we've been talking about Patrick Henry the whole time here. This is as governor of Virginia. So Patrick Henry autograph documents signed. Patrick Henry negotiates the Western Land Exchange in Virginia frontier during the closing years of the Revolution. Pretty cool on this one. Again, Patrick Henry as the governor of Virginia. What are we going to start it at? Now 7,000. Now to go to 7,000, but 67.5 already. We're starting. We started this at $750 weeks ago. We're already nearly 10 times that. I'm at 67.50 now to bid 7. Now to go to 7,000. Sitting on a cut bid with Patrick Henry. Give me liberty or give me death. I'm at 67.50 now to go to 7. Now to bid 7,000. What do you say at 7,000? 67.50 is the number. Now to bid 7. Now to go to 7 grand. What do you say at $7,000? 67.50 it is. Heritage Live. Any other bids now during the live auction here? Fair warning on this one. Again, a great land exchange, right? They had to negotiate all this with Native Americans, other people, other settlers. Fantastic stuff here. I'm at 67.50 now to go to 7. Then we'll do it at 67.50. Who got that in that buyer? Fantastic item, folks. Look at the signature quality here. John Adams, Ben Franklin, and John Jay. Instrumental in the Treaty of Paris, which really brought the whole thing to an end. John Adams, again, Franklin and John Jay, exceptionally rare sign. 1783 Revolutionary War ship's passport. Again, that talks about sovereignty and everything else. And in case you're wondering what plenipotentiary means, it means they can act with full authority of their government. That's what that means because I looked it up before this. But anyway, those are the kind of things you learn at a heritage sale. Pretty cool item here. Again, great signatures, excellent seals as well. Those wax seals, they're normally chipped, they're missing. This is extraordinary. Ladies and gentlemen, lot 41, one of the great items in the sale. What do we have on it? Now 55, now 60,000. I'm at 55 now to go to 60,000. John Adams, Ben Franklin, John Jay. I'm at 55,000 now to go to $60,000. Again, a president here, Ben Franklin, all founding fathers. I'm at 55,000 now to go to $60,000. Now to bid 60,000. Anyone else? 55 now to go to $60,000. 55 it is now to bid 60. The signature quality is extraordinary. 55,000 now, 60,000. Anyone else? Anybody else then? Heritage Live. Again, these are the guys who really negotiated the Treaty of Paris, right? Ben Franklin was over in Paris for like 9 years working on this as the French would send us arms and send us help. We'll see that in a couple of minutes with the Marquis. Here it is, the Marquis de Lafayette, or Lafayette as we know. I'm at 55,000 now to go to 60,000. Anyone out at 60,000? If you're on the losing end, why not go 57.5? That's the cut bid. Where are you going to find signatures and their seals in this type of condition? Where? I'm at 55 now, 60,000. And you know, if you're a document collector, those wax seals are chipped. They're gone. They're just gone. The amazing stewardship that had to be involved in the keeping of this is just astounding. I'm at 55,000 now to go to 60,000. Anyone else now? 55,000 out of it, $60,000. Fair warning there. Then we'll do it at $55,000, and that goes to Heritage Live. All right, there we go. Lot 42, the Benjamin Franklin document signed with etching, signed by Jacques Reich on this one. Franklin orders payment to the state of Pennsylvania. Line soldier is president of Pennsylvania. There's Ben Franklin on it. What are we going to have on it? 97.50, 10, well, already at 12. There we go. We talked about why that jumps up so much. 12,000 now 13. Now to go to 13,000. Started at 75. Now to go to 13,000. What do you say, Heritage Live? Shouldn't this be in the $15,000, $16,000 right there? This is Ben Franklin as the president of Pennsylvania, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I'm at 12,000 now 13. Now to go to 13,000. 12 it is now $13,000. Heritage Live. Anybody else now? Fair warning on this one. As the eldest delegate at the convention, he was kind of the elder statesman. 13,000 now 14,000. The level of respect that Franklin got, just under George Washington, if you will. 13 now to go to 14. Now to go to 14,000. I'm at 13 now to go to 14,000. 13 now to go to 14. 13 it is. Anybody else? 13,000 now 14,000. Anybody else now? I'm at 13,000. During all this, how did he have time to discover electricity? How did he do it? I don't know. I mean, I can't even clean my garage, and this guy's doing it. 13,000. I think I'm going to start a country, then discover electricity. I don't know. 13,000. And have a printing press and start a post office. Why don't I do that too? How much time do you need in the day? Good heavens. 13,000 now to go to 14,000. I'm at 13 now to go to 14,000. 13,000 out of 14,000. Heritage Live. Anyone else now beyond that? I'm at 13,000 now to go to 14. Heritage Live. Anyone else? Ben Franklin, one of the most notable founding fathers there are. I'm at 13 now to go to 14,000. Fair warning at 13,000. Fair warning at 13,000. Then we'll do it at 13,000, and we'll put them on a $100 bill. What do you say to that? You want to do that too? Yeah, let's do that. Here we go. I don't know what one looks like. I've just seen one. I can't handle that kind of money. Here we go. Lot 43. Nathaniel Gorham, endorsement sign. He was a Constitutional Convention attendee on this one. So Gorham, a delegate to the Constitutional Convention in 1787, a signer of the Constitution. So pretty cool. Here he acts within the Massachusetts governance. Really, really cool here. What are we going to have on it? 50. Thank you, Susan. 17. You guys fight it out. 18, Susan, what do you think? So I'm at 17 now to go to 18. 17, go $1,800. 17 now, but 8. Yeah, 1750. John's got some extra cash. Can you go 1900? I wouldn't cut. I think this is in the $2,500 range. Yeah, 19 now, 2000 now, 22 to you. I'm at 2 here now. Go 22 now to bid 2200. 2000, 22 now, 24. Can you do that? 24 over here. New bidder, Heritage Live. Thank you. $2,400. John Lowell is also on this. Would go on to serve as a judge of the United States District Court for Massachusetts, appointed by George Washington in 1789. Wow. But anyway, those are the two names on this. Pretty cool stuff. I'm at 2,400 now to go to 26. Now to go to 26. Where are all of my Boston attorneys? Where are you? Ought to be all over this one. What a nice item to hang in your office, I think. We can give you some references to get it all framed up. I'm at 24 now to go to 26. 24 now, 2,600. 24 now, 26. Heritage Live. Anybody else now? I'm at 24 now to go to 26. 2,400. Heritage Live. Anybody? You don't want to go to 25. You don't want to go to $2,500 on this one. I'm at 24 now, 25. Anyone else now? Use your cut bid at 2,500. Did you get the item? I bid 2,500 bucks. Anyone? 26. Susan's going all in a little bit higher. 26. Now 28. Now 28. Got 26 from Susan on one of our phone bidders. 26 now 28. 26 bid 2,800. 26 it is. Now to go to 28. 2,600 bid 2,800. Heritage Live. Anybody else? Fair warning at $2,600. Fair warning there at 26. They look like the only two. Emily, anything else from you? She's looking. She's like, Mike, I'm looking. Heritage Live. You got to send something her way. She's waiting by the mailbox. All right, we'll do it at $2,600. And Miss Susan, 7503 on that one. Beautiful. Here we go, lot 44. Richard Henry Lee, the first issue of the Federal Farmer Letters, challenging the Constitution. There's always somebody, John, always somebody who just wants to be a rebel rouser. That's him for us. But anyway, this is it. So there were people who were like, hey, the federal government's going to be great. There were other people going, I'm not so sure of this. These states should be separate. All right, they're states. Let's let them sit as states. And so this is one of those people. Patrick Henry was actually opposed to the Constitution in Virginia. So it's kind of interesting. There were always somebody who were anti-federalists or anti-federal government. This is one of them. First issue of the Federal Farmer. What are we going to have on this one, lot 44? 31, 32, 34, 36. Now to go to 36. I'm at 34 now, 36. 36, 30 prior tie bid. Give me 38. 38 now 4,000. Now to go to 4. Now to go to $4,000. The Federal Farmer on this one. Letters challenging the Constitution with 1777 misprinted wrapper. Kind of cool on this one. But I'm at 38 now to go to 4. Now to go to 4. 4 it is now 42. Now to bid 4,200. 4,000 go to 42. How about 44? Now $4,400. 42 it is now the 4. What do you say, $4,400? 42 now 44. You sure? Thinking about it? All right, 42, 44 here, now 4,600. Now to go to 46, 46 go 48. Go 48, 46 now 4,800. 46 go $4,800. 46 bid the 8. Now to go to 8, 48 now bid 5. Now to go to 5,000. I'm at 48 now 5 it is. Now to go to 5.5, 5,000 now 55. 5,000 go 5,500. Now go $5,500. I'm at 5,000. There's 55. Now to bid 6,000. Now to go to 6. 6,000. Come on, 65. Where's the $6,500? I'm at 6 now to go to 6.5. 6 goes 65. 6 goes 6,500. 6,000 now $6,500. Heritage Live 6250 also works if you want to go in that direction. I'm at $6,000. Now to bid 65. Now to go to 6,500. 6,000 go 65. Heritage Live. Anybody else? Fair warning is 6,000. Now to go to 6.5. What do you say at 6,500? 6,000. Give me the half now. What do you say to half? 6,000 go to 65. Now to go to $6,500. Heritage Live. Only 3 other copies of this first issue have appeared at auction since the Streeter sale in 1967. Good heavens, that's a ways back. Well, not so much for you, John, but for most people, that's a ways back. It's 6,000, now 65. 6,000 goes 6,500. 65 it is now to bid 7. 65 now 7,000. 65 goes $7,000. I'm at 65 now 7. What do you think it's 7? 65 it is now to bid 7,000. Now 75. Now 75. 7,000 now $7,500. I'm at 7. Back in 67, no other copies have appeared at auction. Look at this, all cloistered in, people holding them tight. I'm at 7,000 now 75. 7,000 goes $7,500. 7 it is. Now to go to 75. 7,000 now $7,500. Anybody else then? Like I said, there's always one person that says, I'm not so sure of this. Really? We want it to be out of here by 5. Can't you just vote yes? No. I'm not so sure. 7,000 goes 7,500. 7 is now to bid 75. Heritage Live, fair warning at 7,000. Then we'll do it at $7,000. Goes to Heritage Live. Lot 45, the British officer's sword attributed to the captured British officer Captain Thomas St. John at the siege of Yorktown with copy of the 1781 surrender letter. So that's kind of cool. I, Thomas St. John, Assistant Deputy Quartermaster General, do acknowledge myself as a prisoner of war to the United States of America and being permitted by His Excellency General Washington, attending to the Articles of Capitulation, to proceed to New York and from thence to Europe as I may choose. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, lot 45, the surrender sword. And this is kind of a hanger style, if you will. What are we going to have on it? 17.5. Look at this, 18,000. Look at the provenance, family descent. Captain Thomas St. John, Charles St. John, Maurice St. John, Peter St. John. Keeps going on and on. It's a family have held this for centuries. I'm at 17.5. Now 18,000. Now 18. I'm at 17.5. Now to go to 18,000. 17.5. Now to bid 18. Now to go to 18,000. I'm at 17.5. Now to go to 18 grand. Who's there at 18,000? 17.5 is the number. Anybody else now at 18? 17.5 it is. Fair warning at 17.5. Fair warning there at 17.5. Anybody now at 18,000? Heritage Live. It's sitting on the cut. No more cuts. I got to go 500 more, put you in the top at 18. What do you say? You want to go for the sword? Again, for the surrender sword. Can you imagine? You have to hand it over, right? Like that. I'm at 17.5, now 18. $17,500 is the right number. Who got it? Internet. Here we go. This is pretty cool. I don't see these a lot. The reverse glass portrait from direct descendant of General Marquis de Lafayette, taken from Lagrange. Lafayette, of course, was a French soldier, of course, who volunteered to fight for our freedom. And of course, we have a commemorative coin, right? The Lafayette dollar, right? So pretty cool on this lot 46. The British school, late 18th century reverse glass. So it was painted on the reverse. So as you're looking at it, John, you kind of see it. Almost like an animation cell, if I will. Maybe that's a poor comparison, but I think you know where I'm going. Anyway, the work is associated with Chateau de Lagrange, Lafayette's estate, where in 1956, a significant body of Lafayette family papers was rediscovered. Wow, pretty cool. What do we have on this one? 24. Now to go to 25. Now to go to 25. I've got to have 25 on the reverse glass piece. Pretty cool on this. Anybody else now? Got to have 25 to make it happen. Anybody else now? It's been up there for a little bit on our website. All right, we'll hold on to that one. 2,400. That deserves so much more. Maybe you'll look at that, look that over. Here we go, but we'll stay with Lafayette, the bronze portrait of the Marquis de Lafayette after Pierre-Jean David d'Angers. What are we going to have on this handsome tabletop bronze, a wonderful piece from this Revolutionary War hero? 25, now 26. Now to go to 26 for the bronze, a beautiful lady. It looks like someone touched his nose for good luck over there, Avery. You see the picture of it? Anyway, I'm at 25, now 26. 25, now 26. My second to last slot, by the way. 28, now 3. Now to go to $3,000. I'm at 28, now 3. 2,800 now to go to 3,000. What do you say at $3,000? Heritage Live, give me something else. What do you say beyond that? I'm at 28 now to go to 3. There's 3. 32 now 34. Now $3,400. I'm at 32 now 34. Now to bid 3,400. 32 go the 4. Go the $3,400. 32 it is now to bid 34. 34 and for the bronze 35 and a couple of dollars. What do you say at 36? Heritage Live for $1 more. This is like the Price is Right, huh? I'll bid 36. $35.99 now $3,600. Thank you, 36. Basically the same bid, now 38 to beat that. How about 4,000 for the bronze? Again, 4,000 go 42. 41 now 42. 41 now $4,200. I'm at 41 go 42. 41 now 42. War hero. Again, this is Marquis de Lafayette. Again, the French officer who fought valiantly for our freedom. Again, this is a wonderful bronze. I'm at 41 now 42. 41 go 4,200. 41. Anyone else then? Heritage Live. 42, now 44, now 44, looking back. Let's go $4,400. I'm at 42, now to go to 44, now to bid 44. I'm at 42, now to go to $4,400 as we are making our way almost to the halfway point as Mike will take over in just a little bit of our liberty and legacy. 250 years of the American spirit. I'd like to see some more spirited bidding. Anybody else now beyond that? 42, now 44, 42, now $4,400. Heritage Live as we close in on $2.5 million for the sale. I'm at 4,200 and we'll do it at $4,200. Who gets to put that on our mantle? Heritage Live. All right, folks, my last lot, and then Mike Provenzal will take over, also a licensed auctioneer in the state of Texas. He is ready to go. I'm at, in the manner of James Peale Sr., a portrait of George Washington. You know, our cataloger said this charming, small, and folk art portrait. I don't know if I classify it quite as folk, maybe a little folky, but again, by one of the great miniature artists after Gilbert Stuart's famous Anthemium portrait here, Anthemium portrait. So pretty cool, painted in 1796. What are we going to have on this one? 950, $1,000 now. Now to go to 1,000, I'm at 950 now. 1,000, 950, go 1,000. 950 it is. Anybody now to $1,000? I'm at 950, go 1,000. 1,000, how about 11? Now to 1,100. Now we're just getting started. 1,000, now but 1,100. 1,000, but $1,100. Now to go to 1,100. Again, charming small portrait of George Washington after Gilbert Stuart's famous portrait, painted in 1796, is one of the most iconic images in American history, completed in the manner of famous miniaturist James Peale Sr. We talked about those miniatures. How hard would it be to paint those portraits this big? I'm at 1,000 now, $1,100. 1,000 now, but 11. 1,000 now, $1,100. Anyone else? $1,000 bill. Fair warning at 1,000. Any other bids then beyond that? I'm at $1,000. Anyone else then? Fair warning beyond the 1,000. Then we'll do it at $1,000, and it goes to Heritage Live. All right. Mike's going to take over and lead you through some other great items, some other great documents, items, all the way up into the assassination of President Kennedy. That's going on. So much to look forward to, and Mike will lead you during that time. All right. I will grab.
Thank you, Mike. Amazing job as always. And as he said, another trip through history as we continue, but some incredible George Washington material here to begin. This is lot 49, George Washington Revolutionary War signed letter, a must-have for serious collectors. We're looking for $20,000. We need $20,000 to continue. This one from September 25th, 1777. Need $20,000 addressed to, there it is, 20,000. We've got 22 over here with John, though. Let's go 24. Great wartime letter here. Washington warns McDougal to proceed with caution days after the Paoli massacre. Need 24,000. Some great content as well. We're at 24,000. Says use prudent movement, heightened vigilance. That's just good life advice in general. Give me 26,000 to continue. The British would capture Philadelphia the day after he wrote this letter. Brilliant content here from the key figure in the war. We're 28,000 with John, 30,000 up next, bidders. Still could be yours. Not far to go. Looking for 30,000 here. Letter addressed to Brigadier General Alexander McDougal, who is advancing to reinforce Washington in New York. Need 30,000 here. Still an opportunity, bidders. 30,000's the number. Any advance to 30,000? Fair warning. 28,000 will win it. All right, lot 50, George Washington letter signed. Great one here, great content as well. 12,000's up next. Looking for 12,000. 15's better from Heritage Live there. Needs 16,000. This one dated May 22nd, 1779. Looking for 16,000. 8 by 12 here. 1779 needs 16,000 added to your collection, bidders. The Washington signed letter, great content during the war against the Native Americans, resupplying troops, ongoing conflicts on the northern frontier. Important wartime letter from Washington here, signed by Washington, needs 16,000. Put it on your paddle, who's got 16? Looking for 16,000. Fair warning, bidders, anyone at 16? 15,000's the winner. All right, lot 51, historical importance and great aesthetics as well. This is the George Washington signed Society of the Cincinnati Membership Diploma. 14,000, the next bid here. Looking for 14,000. Signed by Washington as president, also signed by Henry Knox, the secretary. Need 14,000. This is a diploma issued to a participant in the Boston Tea Party, based on December 16th, 1773, something that ignited the revolution. Post-revolution here, signed by Washington as president, looking for 14,000. The beautiful imagery included as well with the all-important Washington signature. Need 14,000 to make it yours. Anyone at 14? Fair warning. 13.5 has it. Cool one here, lot 52, George Washington franking signature on cover, addressed in his hand to John Jay. A lot going on there. We need 11,000 here. 11 right away from Heritage Live. 12,000's up next. This one, the docking acknowledges the receipt of the first volume of the Federalist by Jay and Hamilton. Connecting a lot of revolutionary dots there. We need 13,000. Unique piece here. Got the remnants of the red wax ceiling as well. This is 1788, so Washington was a private citizen. We didn't really have authority to frank his mail, but it was Washington, so why not? We're looking for 13,000 here. Looking for 13,000. This was during the ratification debate, which Washington was following very closely, of course. For 13,000, give me 14. Looking for 14,000. Unique piece and a great display piece as well. Need 14,000. Heritage Live has it right now. You've got an opportunity to put it on your paddle. 14,000's the number. Who's got 14? Any advance to 14 bidders? 13,000 will win it. Lot 53, George Washington autographed document signed. 28,000, the next bid. This one to General Benjamin Lincoln, the former Secretary of War. Need 28,000. Nice signature from Washington as well. Recommending Major Ethan Hall here, one of the Revolutionary War officers. Need 28,000. Important period, trying to build the armed forces. A recommendation from Washington. Signed as well. Need 28,000. Important Washington piece. Need 28. 1789. Anyone at 28,000? 26,000 will win it. Lot 54, George Washington autographed letter to Thomas Paine. That should ring bells. Huge piece here. We're looking for 150,000. For 150,000, Washington snubbing Paine here. We deemed too radical at the time. Two huge historical figures and incredible content here in the May 6, 1792 letter, looking for 150,000, written as president by Washington. Only 5 Washington letters to Paine are known, and this is the only one in private hands here. So a unique opportunity, 150,000 to put it on your paddle and take it down right now. Paine writing Common Sense, which electrified the revolution, but then Rights of Men, causing some rifts and forced Washington to distance, which you can see here in the snubbing, but a polite snubbing for sure. We're looking for 150,000. Anyone at 150? Take another look. That will be available following the auction. But there we go. So 54 will be available. 55 we're moving past also. Yes. So we're going to start up with 56 next. Good reminder, if you want your material presented the way only Heritage Historical Department is, please reach out to us. We'd love to talk to you about your collection. Now, lot 56. Incredible piece here. George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, 3 languages, ships, passport, signed. Great document. We need 28,000. We're on the cut. There's the 28. Get us back on increment. We're looking for 30,000. From September 14th, 1793, nicely matted and framed, looking for 30,000. Early American maritime document here, signed by Washington as president and Jefferson as Secretary of State. 2 heavyweights. We're at 29,000. That's the cut. Let's go 30. Looking for 30,000. Jefferson would resign just 4 months after this was signed. So a timely piece as well. Need 30,000. This is among the last jointly signed Washington and Jefferson documents you're going to find, and your chance to own it right now. We need 30,000 to make that happen. and incredible signatures. PSA DNA mint 9 signatures from both icons. Need 30,000. Anyone at 30? Fair warning, bidders. The cup bid will win it. 29,000. Beautiful piece here, lot 57. George Washington scallop top ship passport signed as president. We're looking for 16,000. 18,000, nice jump. But we got a prior, so you need to go 19. Looking for 19. This one's signed in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, December 15, 1796. Looking for 19,000. Signed by Washington as president and issued during the final months of Washington's presidency as well. We need 19,000. Beautifully preserved images there of the ship and lighthouse, adding aesthetics to a historically significant document. We need 19,000 now. Now's your chance, bidders. It's about to go into someone's collection. Why not yours? 19,000, the next number. Anyone at 19, or try using your cut. Anyone at 19? 18,000, we'll take it down. Gotcha. All right, very unique piece here, lot 58. George and Martha Washington framed presentation of hair locks corroborating Smithsonian-held correspondence. A lot of that to say. Incredible piece here, 11,000. 11 right away. Heritage Live now 12,000. Let's go 13. This one has unbelievable period provenance, which of course is necessary for such things, but a great chain of custody included. Crucial for something like this. 13,000 is what we need. Contained within a mid-19th century presentation, created in 1857. There's a fair number of Washington collectibles out there, but tough to get your hands on his hair and Martha's hair as well. So you've got the pair here, 13,000, 14,000. If you're a big believer in cloning, it's a great purchase right here. We need 15,000. Always just got to throw that out. 15,000 here. Portraits above the handwritten period, explanatory text. It's got everything you want for a piece like this, where the provenance and the documentation is key. Got that all with the lock and key and the 2 locks of hair. Needs 17,000 now. Looking for 17,000. Incredibly unique historical piece. Needs 17,000 to make it yours. Who's going to go 17? 16 goes 17. This is a true, there it is, 17, 18 here. Let's go 19. True brag-worthy piece, especially if you have friends that have great historical collections. They say, check out this Lincoln signed piece, Jefferson signed piece. Then you pull out Washington and Martha's hair. That's just going to take it over the top. We need 19,000 to give you that opportunity. Who's going to go 19,000? The custody, the documentation, the provenance, originating during Washington's life. Important key there. There's 18,500, 19 here. Let's go 20,000 now. Need 20,000. And in a handsome period display as well. Very few legendary locks of hair out there like this, and not all come in such great presentation. We need 20,000 plus the incredible provenance. Who's going to go 20? Fair warning, bidders. 20,000. We got a prior, so we need 22 now. Who's going to go 22? 20,000 from John here. We need 22,000 from you at the prior bid. That bid could have come in 3 weeks ago via Horse and Rider, but you've got a chance to beat it right now live. 22,000 is the number. Who's going to go 22? Any advance to 22? 22 is in. John is out. Heritage Live in the lead. Let's see where we go now. Let's go 24. There's 24 now, 26. Incredible piece. Very distinguished line of succession here. And provenance need 26,000. Put that into your collection, bidders. Who's going to go 26? Any advance to 26,000? Last chance. You've come this far. No reason to let it go. We're looking for 26. Anyone at 26,000? Emily, let them know they want it. All right, lot 59, John Adams autographed letter signed as president. Looking for 6,500. 8,000 says Heritage Live. We got a prior though, so we need 85. Looking for 85. October 5th, 1798. Need 8,500 here. Addressed to Secretary of War James McHenry. This one, recommendations for military appointments, always an attractive feature for president's signed documents. 8,500 to make it yours, bidders. We're looking for 8.5. Adams and McHenry were overseeing rapid strengthening of the U.S. Armed Forces. Crucial at the time to be ready. We need 8,500. Our relationship with France was deteriorating. Time war always on the horizon. Cool military-related documents signed by Adams as president. 8,500 to put it in your collection. Anyone at 8,500? 8,000. We'll win it. Historical significance and art coming together here for lot 60. This is the Henry Kirk Brown, Thomas Jefferson bronze portrait medallion. Need 14,000 bidders. It's going to go 14. The circular relief piece here, 10 inches in diameter. The sculpture, we're looking for 14,000. Brown, a significant name as well. One of the first American sculptors to champion bronze primary medium. And what a great subject as well with Jefferson. We need 14,000 bidders. Great restrained neoclassical design with the idealized likeness of Jefferson here. Need 14,000 bidders. And a supreme display piece as well. Need 14. Anyone at 14? Last chance. Retains a nice rich patina, beautiful piece. Anyone at 14? 13.5. We'll win it. All right, lot 61 now. Incredible piece here. This is the Star Spangled Banner in the Analectic magazine. A defining early appearance of the national anthem here, looking for 2,200. Very early appearance. First magazine appearance of the Star Spangled Banner, in fact. Need 2,200. Appears just as a poem called The Defense of Fort McHenry in November 1814. That's how early. We need 2,200. 7 weeks after that famous bombardment that created the poem and the anthem. Need 2,200. The text within, great context here, even notes that it appeared in papers but deserves a more permanent form. Become absolutely permanent, and this is the first magazine appearance. Anyone at 2,200? 22 from Heritage Live, 24 over here. How about 26? Very cool piece here. And a great read, of course. Need 2,600. Looking for 2,600. John's got it right now, 2,400. And he does a great Star Spangled Banner. Maybe we'll have time for that later, John. Need 2,600 to make this version. 7 weeks after the Sumter bombardment. We need 2,600. Anyone at 26? Last chance. 2,400. We'll win it. Incredible collection here. Lot 62. This is Davy Crockett's Almanac of Wild Sports in the West, Life in the Backwoods. Unbelievable collection. We're looking for 40,000. 40,000. Need 42. These were published during his lifetime and includes the very rare first issue. That's incredibly hard to find. This whole collection, though, is unbelievable. We need 42,000. 1834 to 1855 here. 29 volumes, 28 almanacs, 1 dime biography, looking for 42,000. Featuring beautiful wood engraved text illustrations throughout. Landmark collection of early American humor here. These old historical documents, you don't get a lot of humor in there, but certainly that was the focus here. We need 42,000. and helped transform Crockett into the mythic figure he is today. Looking for 42,000. Some of the most exuberant tales and illustrations in early U.S. popular literature here. Need 42,000 to make it yours, bidders. Anyone at 42,000? Never heard the tale of Ben Hardin leaping down the alligator's throat to choke it. This is where you can read it, first-hand account right here. Judy Finks riding a bear, fight off wolves and cougars. We have time for me to tell that story right now? No? Okay, we'll keep going. 42,000's next. Anyone at 42? 40,000 is the winner. Congratulations. Lot 63, Juan in El Monte. The account of Texas on the verge of revolt here. Important novel. We're looking for 6,500. 6,500. 65 on the phone. We got 7,000 here. Let's go 75. The first edition of Almonte's account of Texas on the edge of the revolt and revolution. We're at 8,000. Need 8,500. 85. 9,000 here. How about 95? Key piece here. 95. 10,000. Got 10,000 here. Looking for 11. 11 with the knot on the phone. 12,000 here. Go 13. 13. 14. Need 15. Back to the phone bidder. Pauses for emphasis. They're in. 15. 16. How about 17? John's got it right now at 16. 17,000 on the phone. Heritage Live, where are you in all this? We're at 17,000 on the phone bidder. In the lead. Susan, we need 18. Go 18,000. Account based on Almonte's visit to Texas in spring 1834. Looking for 18,000. Phone bidder looks confident. Heritage Live. You can steal that confidence away. One bid is all it takes. Need 18 or cut even. Anyone at 18,000? Last chance. Well played, phone bidder. 75. All right, lot 64. Vicente Filosola, The Evacuation of Texas, translation of the representation addressed to the Supreme Government. Great long titles in these books back then. We're looking for 22,000. Important piece of Texas history here. Need 22,000. Santa Anna's second in command defends his actions at San Jacinto. It's one of the earliest books printed in the Republic of Texas. We're looking for 22,000. Published by the government and paid for. That's how important they thought it was to get the word out. Looking for 22,000. This is the first edition in English and written just 4 months after the Battle of San Jacinto. Need 22,000. And an excellent bright copy here. We need 22. Bidders need 22,000. Any advance to 22? 20,000, we'll take it home. Ooh, unbelievable collection. This is one of those things you can't believe it survived to find its way to the auction podium, but it has. Your chance to get it now. This lot 66, Harriet Beecher Stowe, Uncle Tom's Cabin, or Life Among the Lowly in the National Era edited. This is how the readers found it for the first time. We're looking for 7,000. 12,000, 13 now. Let's go 14. It's going to go 14,000. Got 13 here. Where's 14? Need 14. There it is. 14,000. Become one of the most important books in U.S. history. And this is how the readers found it. We're looking for 14,000. There's a 14, 14,500. Now 15, 1851, we're at 15,000. One of the most influential works of the 19th century. This is the complete serialization here. 16,000. As it first reached the readers in the abolitionist newspaper, The National Era, ran for 10 months. We're looking for 16,000. What's cool about this is it's presented within the context of the paper. So you've got editorials, ads, readers' letters about the last issue in there. Provides unbelievable context to one of the most important American works of literature. Needs 16,000 and in very good and legible condition. That means you'll be able to read it and let others read it if you like. Needs 16. Anyone at 16,000? 15,000 will win it. Gorgeous piece here. Lot 67, gold presentation pocket watch awarded by the state of South Carolina to Commander Henry Julius Hartstone, U.S. Navy. Need 22,000. Right away, 22,000. Beautiful 18-karat gold piece here, combining Arctic exploration, international diplomacy, naval heroism, all of it. Need 24,000. Commander Hartstein rescued Dr. Alicia Kent Kane in the polar seas. This was the reward. We need 24,000. The ship recovered, became part of the Resolute desk. A lot of touch points in history here. Looking for 24,000. Who's going to go 24? Sculptural narrative in gold here. The dramatic Arctic scene as well. Need 24,000. Anyone at 24? 22,000 is a winner. Lot 68, the rare 20-star American flag, later inscribed a Civil War soldier. Need 13,000. It's going to go 13,000. Incredible piece of history, an amazing display piece as well. We're looking for 13,000, 50 by 82, predating the Civil War by several decades. With the 20 stars, we're looking for 13. Going to go 13, a rare survivor here with an extensive body of documentation. There we go, phone bidder's in, 13. Got 14 here, we're looking for 15,000. Early before the Civil War, then carried by a soldier in the Civil War. Provenance linking that time period. We need 15, 15, 16 here. Let's go 17. Scarcity combined with personal wartime attribution here as well. 17, 18 from John. 19's up next. Heritage Live, what say you? You can jump into the fray as well. We need 19, 20 on the phone. 22, says John. He was ready for that. We're at 22,000, looking for 24. 24, phone bidder in the lead. John's out. We're 24,000. Hanging on the phone, we need 26,000 now. Going to go 26. Phone bidder looks very confident, as always. 24,000. Let's go 26. Heritage Live. Wipe that smile right off her face. Win a historical piece. We need 26,000. Anyone at 26? Fair warning. Well played. 24,000 is the winner. 07. I could scarcely believe that something like this exists. This next lot's like something out of a movie, but this is true history, which is the best kind of high drama. Absalom C. Grimes, Confederate Spy Archive. The title says a remarkable group. I think remarkable is underselling it a bit. A Confederate spy who had a historic run, captured multiple times, at least 6 times we know of, was to be executed 3 times and escaped all those times. This collection contains documents and provenance about it, but not just that, souvenirs from his life behind the lines and his escapes. Incredible piece of history here. We're looking for 22,000. Need 22,000 here. All in great condition. Captain Absalom Grimes, Confederate spy who spent most of the war behind enemy lines. Some great pieces here. Need 22,000 and direct descent through the Grimes family. So that great provenance of this vivid story here. One of the Civil War's most resourceful and condemned spies. And this is the full archive here. We're looking for 22,000. It's got his jacket with a secreted pocket that he would hide documents in. Need 22,000. It's got the pocket knife he used as essentially as a makeshift hacksaw to cut through his shackles. The shackles are here as well. There's a tintype of him, so that's a great piece. You've got a photo of him to go with this cornucopia of wartime history. We need 22,000. Got the spoon he used to dig out of prison. A spoon, I think that's kind of one-upping Shawshank Redemption as well, if you use a spoon. You need 22,000. Think about this history you're going to get to leaf through in your collection. This is one of those you share it with other people. They're going to be like, this can't be real. And then you've got the provenance right there to back it all up. Came direct through the Grimes family. We're looking for 22,000. Anyone at 22? 20,000 will win it. Great piece here. This is lot 70, General George Armstrong Custer, 6th plate tintype. I've got an additional note here that the hinged lid is detached, but an incredible tintype here, and the provenance is key as well. We're looking for 16,000. 17,000 right away from Heritage Live. There's 17.5. Let's go 18. Tintype in military uniform as well, and we believe that's an unpublished likeness. We've never seen it before. We've got the best historical team in the business. They've seen it all. So if they say they've never seen it, you probably haven't either. We're looking for 18,000. And outstanding family provenance. This was passed down by Custer's widow, Libby, through her family. First time it's being sold. We also sold from the same family an amazing collection of documents in our manuscript sale a few months ago. Same thing, first time being offered, first time this one is being offered. And what's great about working in an auction house is small discoveries, and that's what we found here when we opened up the tintype. There was a lock of Custer's hair contained within. That's also being offered. You could say the key item here, although I love the tintype, we need 18,000 here. So incredible provenance on that. 18,000. Let's go 19. And I'm just going to say it, a beautiful lock of hair. I mean, hair of that age, it usually doesn't look this great, but it was nicely preserved. So you've got the unpublished color. See, who discovered it? Who was the one that found it? Justin. Okay. I bet it scared him a little bit when that fell out of there, right? 19,000. You never know what you're going to find in this industry. We're looking for 19. So you get the lock of his hair. We talked about how important artifacts like that were with the Washington and Martha Washington locks of hair. You get this incredible tintype, and then the provenance that it's been in Custer's family this entire time. It's looking for only its second family ownership, and that can be you. 19,000's the number. Anyone at 19? 18,000 has it. All right, lot 71, one of my favorite historical figures, Theodore Roosevelt, signed flag to Major C.H. Ringer. We're looking for 50,000. 50 right away. Let's go 55,000. Incredible piece here. What most people love the most about Teddy Roosevelt was his expeditions, his ventures into nature, his love of nature. This accompanied him on an East African expedition. So in my department in sports, we call this game used. 55,000 is what we need here. An extensively documented flag. The expedition is extensively documented. There's great history. There's photos, many photos within here of Roosevelt with this flag. We're looking for 55,000. He collected over 11,000 specimens from elephants and large beasts down to rodents and lizards and insects. And I love it when hunters call it collected. 60,000, there's 65, 70, but one of the things he's most famed for, his expeditions, his hunting, his love of nature, exploring. This was right there with him through that. A great history and story. 100, let's go 110. And you can see right there in the catalog and online, there's a great photo of the whole group. It was a large hunting group with this flag right there in the middle of the photo. Roosevelt's there, 130, 140. Roosevelt hunting trips, expeditions are beloved lore, and few artifacts remain from such things. But this flag is, and what better artifact to own from something like that than a period correct era flag with the incredible line of custody and provenance. We're looking for 150. There's 150, 160. How about 170? Let's go 170. And it's still beautiful. Bright colors would make for a great display piece. Especially you have that up and you say, oh, that's a great flag from the early 1900s. And then you add on all this. Oh, yeah, Roosevelt used it on his month-long East African expedition. It's got this whole story behind it that you get to tell. One person gets to tell. Whoever wins it, 170,000 the next bid. Who's going to go 170 for the Roosevelt? He signed it as well. Did I even mention that? He signed the flag. It's got such a great history. But the autograph also, prime piece to it. We need 170. Any advance to 170,000. This is one of those pieces that disappears into a collection. They're not going to flip it on eBay in a month and you're going to have another shot. It's now or never. 170,000. 165 there is a cut. 170. Cut didn't work, but you can jump right back in. 180,000. So all that history, all that provenance, one of the most beloved presidents of all time, or historical figures, you could just say. And it's an incredible display piece with the photos included of Roosevelt with the flag. We're looking for 180,000. Any advance to 180? Last chance, bidders. Take one more look. We will sell it for 170,000. All right, lot 72. Theodore Roosevelt, pair of typed letters signed. Amazing content in here. Teddy being Teddy here. We need 5,500. We're looking for 5,500. These from October 1917 to Texas Congressman Jeff McLemore. McLemore was against U.S. entry into World War I, which our entry had just happened before these letters. We need 5,500 here, as you might imagine or may even know. Roosevelt very much in favor of U.S. entry into the war. Big stick theory there. We need 5,500. This was the early months of U.S. involvement. And we're just going to call it candid correspondence here from Teddy Roosevelt, although it's very polite. He was making his views known and even said he would love to give McLemore's views in person. In 5,500, but great content, covers neutrality. The Lusitania is mentioned here, national preparedness, everything you'd want from a Roosevelt letter. Always wears emotions on his sleeve, and he does here. Looking for 5,500. Anyone at 55? 5,000. We'll win it. All right, this auction, well, it's a historical auction. As Mike talked about, it's combined a lot of our different departments here at Heritage. We had coins with numismatists. We had a timepiece earlier. And now we've got what could easily be described as fine art. This is lot 73, Norman Rockwell. Need I say more? I will. 1926 sesquicentennial celebration, silk screen poster advertisement. Gorgeous piece. We're looking for 500 to open it up. 500 to get started. Easy questions here. Let's go 500. Rich detail, dramatic, revolutionary imagery, incredible piece, and an ad for interwoven socks. Who doesn't love interwoven socks? Am I right? So Norman Rockwell advertisement here in great condition, needing $500 to get started. Anyone at 500 with the image of Washington crossing the Delaware, 27.25 by 35.25. Anyone at 500? Get another opportunity following the auction. Lot 74, World War I Uncle Sam recruiting poster by James Montgomery Flagg. This is the lithograph. We need 3,200. 32 right away from Heritage Live. 34 is where you need to be. The color lithograph here. The most iconic war poster ever created. The I Want You Uncle Sam recruiting poster. Here, the central image of U.S. Army recruitment effort at the time. later down the road and still referenced today. 42, 44, let's go 46. We're looking for 4,600. That direct gaze, great for recruitment. One of the most recognizable images in American history, period, right here, you could say. 5,500, this one from 1917. So the year of the U.S. entry into World War I, very early here, and Flagg, one of the most prominent American illustrators of the 20th century. His crowning work here, this design, 6,000, give me 6,500. And in great condition, still nice, bold colors, presents very well. Needs 6,500. We had Rockwell in the last one. You could say Flagg is also just as important in American history as artists go. That's the cut bid at 6,250. Let's go 6,500. 6,250 with the cut. Are you going to tell somebody I lost a 1917 Flagg Uncle Sam poster for 250 bucks? You're going to feel bad about that in the morning. What you won't feel bad about is taking the next bid, 6,500. Any advance at 6,500, very early Uncle Sam here. The color litho, 30 by 40, the dimensions. Anyone at 6,500? Well played, bidder. That cut bid is going to win it. All right, lot 75. Cased Cartier freestanding tabletop crucifix from the 20th century. Mike, I know you collect Cartier crucifixes. Why you should pay attention. It's an important one. Yeah, 9,000. Those nuns had an impact. I had the same. There's 9,000. Obviously, beautiful piece here. You can just say those two words, Cartier crucifix. You're going to get interest from everyone. We're looking for 10,000. Finely executed, 18 carats, 6.5 inches. And then you know Cartier always goes over the top, right, with the case. This is a cathedral case for this. Very fitting. We're at 13, go 14,000. Cartier, a great history of producing beautiful devotional objects like this. And this is an absolute stunner. We're looking for 14,000 now. You can see it right there in the image, how great the display of it is, inside the case even and outside. Gorgeous piece, need 14,000. 14 on the phone. Phone bidders in the lead at 14,000. Heritage Live, you thought you had it. But now someone using old technology on the phone has it there. 14.5 is the cut bid in. Let's go 15,000. 15. Phone bidders in. Heritage Live, it's against you. If you're watching, 16,000. Now looks back to the phone bidder. Pauses for dramatic effect. Yes, with the nod. 17,000. Let's go 18. 18 from Heritage Live. Cartier, always highly coveted. I expected a battle. Let's go 19,000. 20 from Heritage Live. How about 22? 22. 22 on the phone. 24. Quick response from Heritage Live. Let's go 26,000. 26. Phone bidders in the lead. Looking for 28. This is one of those, maybe you didn't think you were going to bid on a Cartier crucifix today, but you see the competition, the desirability. Doesn't matter. You can jump right in. Even if you haven't bid yet, this next bid could be yours. 28,000 is what we're looking for. It's going to go 28,000 for the freestanding tabletop crucifix. Anyone at 28,000? Fair warning. And we'll sell it. Oh, 28. High drama at that last second. They were just waiting. Finger on the button. Watch me write it down. For 28,000. Phone bidder thought they had it. They were already clearing off their mantle to put it there, their altar perhaps. I'm going to put this Cartier crucifix right here. But no, Heritage Live in charge right now. Looks back to the phone bidder. Seems like they're out. They're hanging up. They're definitely out once you hang up. That's how that technology works. We're looking for 30,000. Heritage Live in the lead. Anyone else at 30,000? Well played, bidder. 28,000. We'll win it. This is probably the longest I've gone in a historical auction without selling a sword. So excited to get to lot 76 here. This is a Cartier jeweled presentation sword to Federation of French Veterans of the Great War, that's World War I, in honor of Marshal Foch. We're looking for 11,000. I mean, when I say Cartier sword, we should just get a bid right away. 11,000 is what we're looking for. An incredible history here. 14 karat gold, 8 sapphires, 36 inches, excellent condition. We're looking for 11,000 here, engraved with Jesuit colleges, universities, and high school. Jesuits, a rich history of education that's portrayed here. It is fashioned after the sword that was awarded to the Supreme Allied Commander in World War I by Cartier. Need 11,000 here. Beautiful piece. Great history. The names engraved on the blade as well. So much to love. We're looking for 11,000. Only 8 of these were made. They were presented to the 8 survivors of the Federation of the French Veterans of World War I, just 25 years later. Only 8 veterans. Shows you how devastating that war was. Looking for 11,000 here for this beautiful piece. Put it on your paddle. Not far to go. 11,000. You could own it. Any advance to 11,000? Last chance. 10,000 will win. Love this one. Lot 77. This is the Raising the Flag on Mount Suribachi, Iwo Jima group lot. That's the most famous photo in here, but other incredible images, many I'd never seen before. We're looking for 13,000, 17,000. Thought there'd be a jump. Let's go 18,000. These all depicting the U.S. Marines 28th Regiment, 5th Division, who raised the flag. But this group of images depicts the entire thing. The flag raising was at the end. The rest of the images give you the whole story. We're looking for 18,000, the full surrounding sequence of that iconic photo, one of the most important military photos of all time. We're looking for 18,000. You get the ascent, the grind inland, the siege of Airfield number 1, close quarters struggles, some good trench images, and Rosenthal's skill, the photographer, fully on display here. The Iwo Jima flag raising, his most famous photo, but incredible work on the rest of these. We're looking for 18,000. Brilliant detail on them. You can see in a lot of them the faces, the detail, the apparel, the equipment on the Marines. And these were printed by Rosenthal for a friend, Edward Phillips, Private First Class, who was on the ship at Iwo Jima. So a nice personal touch there as well. Looking for 18,000 now. Bidders, any advance to 18,000? Brilliant collection here. Anyone at 18? And we'll sell it for 17,000. All right, lot 78. This is the Harry S. Truman VE Day proclamation signed by Truman as well. Amazing piece. We're looking for 10,000 now. Looking for 10,000. May 8th, 1945 was VE Day. This proclamation was the next day and signed at the bottom by the president, one of the most important wartime presidents of all time, and a very somber item here, but a great memorial to the end of World War II. We're looking for 10,000. This is kind of the somber counterpart to Alfred Einstein's famous kiss photo in New York, which would be months later when the war officially ends, but a great call for a prayer day following the end of the war in Europe, in the Europe theater. We are looking for 10,000. Great display piece signed by Truman as well. We need 10. Anyone at 10, take it down right now. This could be on your wall tomorrow, depending on how fast you pay. Need 10,000. Anyone at 10? Get another opportunity at ha.com. Moving past lot 79, we're going to go to lot 80. Cool piece of American history and journalistic history here as well. Lot 80, this is the John F. Kennedy Large Archive of Teletypes detailing the Kennedy assassination and events thereafter. This is not a specific day, November 1963 it covers. We're looking for 5,000. Need 5,000 here. 14 original UPI wire service teletype rolls. So much information in history here. So extensive reporting. You're getting the immediate national response to the assassination, the international response as well. 5,000 to get us started. These teletypes allowed journalists to receive the stories in real time. You could get chain reactions of breaking news. People could add on it. It was a real breakthrough for that industry. And one of the biggest events in American history was a great display of how that technology works right here. We're looking for 5,000 to get started. Also includes some great wire photographs of Kennedy and Oswald and the aftermath. We need 5,000. Any advance to 5? That will be available. Here we go indeed. This piece is incredible. This is lot 81. This is the official Marine One presidential helicopter VIP seat. We're looking for 10,000. 11,000 here from Heritage Live. We need 12,000. I've never been to your place, but I know this will be the best chair you own, no question. Looking for 12,000. Exceedingly rare. This is the VIP 1 seat. There we go. 12,000 on the phone, 13 here. So that's the executive seat, which means that's where the president sat. And not just one president. We're talking Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, another Bush, and then Obama. All sat in this seat right here on Marine One. That is history. You need 14,000. It's in beautiful condition. It has photos you can match to with those presidents sitting in this chair. We need 14,000 plus U.S. Naval documentation. What more could you need for something like this? Looking for 14,000. 13,000 right now. They've got their cut bid too. Tell them to think about the chair they're sitting in right now. They could be sitting in the president's Marine One chair. Not just one president, 7 presidents. Key piece of history here, and a really unique piece. I mean, when was the last time? Have you guys ever sold one of these before? Never seen it. Yeah. 14,000. When our historical department says they've never seen it, you can pretty much say nobody's ever seen it. 14,000 is what we were looking for here. This is one of those things you're having a cocktail party and somebody comes in and they're like, is that a presidential chair? It's just from Marine One. No big deal. Have a seat. Need 14,000. You know, if you're bucking for a promotion and you're having your boss come over, this could be worth the investment right here. 14,000 is what we need. Any advance to 14,000. They're going to wake up and regret it tomorrow. They're going to get in their lazy boy tomorrow and be like, what am I doing? It was $1,000. 13.5 is right there for them. 13,000 is where we're at. Any advance to 14,000. 13,000 will win it. You know, W. Bush lives close by. He might have bought that just now and said, you know, that was so comfortable. I want that back. And yeah, they wouldn't give it to me when I left the office, but now I get to own it. All right, lot 82, switching gears a little bit here. This is the SS Edmund Fitzgerald Life Ring. Before we get started, John said he was going to sing Gordon Lightfoot's ballad for us. There we go. Isn't that right? So lot 82, very cool piece here from one of the most famous tragedies in American history. We're looking for 7,000, 8,000. I knew this is an important piece here. Need 85,000. There's 85, 9,000 now. So the Edmund Fitzgerald, 729 feet, massive ship, the largest vessel on the Great Lakes at the time. The storm that brought it down, 100+ mile/hour winds, 35-foot waves, snow squalls, zero visibility. The entire 29-person crew lost. Yeah, it's almost 600 feet below the surface right now, the ship. And because of the severity of the storm, only a handful of relics were recovered. What's on the bottom of the ocean is now a historical site. Can't take anything from there. But it was so quick. They didn't call for help. They didn't even have time. That's how quick it went down. A lot of relics are at the bottom of the ocean. Only a few things were discovered and saved. Many of those are in institutions, so few are in private hands. This is one right here. We're looking for 12,000 for an event that's woven into American culture. Gordon Lightfoot, certainly a part of that. But for people who live on the Great Lakes, this is a monumental event. We're looking for 13,000. And a lot of times, items from events like this aren't great display pieces, but this will go right on the wall. 14,000. So a great storytelling piece as well, added to the scarcity. We're at 14,000. Let's go 15. Anyone at 15? And it's in nice condition, but you want it to be a little weathered. It was on the ship. It survived the crash. We're looking for 16,000 here now. Let's go 16. 16's in. 16 goes 17. Anyone at 17? I mean, if you're a Gordon Lightfoot fan, you have to win this. You can't let it go by. Needs 17,000. Hal's nodding. You must be a Gordon Lightfoot fan. I saw that. 17,000. Anyone at 17? A reminder about cup bids. This is a good time. Bidding slows down. Just throw that cup bid out. See what happens. It's a half increment. Anyone at 17? Last chance. 16,000 will win it. Thank you, Mike. Have a good evening. All right, great run of items here from one of the most important portrait artists in U.S. history, Everett Raymond Kinsler. He painted portraits of celebrities and actors and athletes, but most importantly, 8 presidents. And we've got some incredible artwork that comes directly from his family's estate. So from one of the most important portrait artists in U.S. history's personal collection to yours here, starting with lot 83. This is Richard M. Nixon Portrait Study by Kinsler. We need 500. Looking for 500, opening with Nixon's here. Beautiful image. As with all of Kinsler's work, he doesn't just get the likeness right on, but shows a little bit of the inner character of the subject. 500 on the phone. It's open. Somebody's going to win it. Why not you? We're looking for 550 now. Portrait study is post-presidential time for Nixon. Kinsler did multiple Nixon portraits during this period, and most of them are in institutional collections. So one of the few ones in private hands, and this one's been in his estate's hands. We're looking for 550. The 8.5 by 11 portrait study. Need 550. Anyone at 550? 500 will win it. 7507. Beautiful piece here, lot 84. This is another one from Everett Raymond Kinsler. This is Richard M. Nixon oil portrait. Looking for 600. 600 on the phone right away. 650 here. They want to go 7. John's got it right now at 650. 700, shoes first, 700. 750 here. 800, 850. 900, 950. 1,000. 1,100 here. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Don't you confuse me. 17, 1,700, 18. You're doing good. Yeah, 18, 19 here. He's at 19. You're 2,000. Yeah, you're going to be on the ends. So 2,200, 24, 26, 28, 3,000 here, 32, 34, 36, 38, 4,000, 4,000, 42, 44, 46, 48, 5,000, 55, yes? Okay, 5,000 with John. That was fun. 5,000, we're looking for 5,500. They've still got their cut, remind them. 5,000 because it just jumped increments. So we're at 5,000 with John for the 36.5, 44.5, the dimensions here. 5,500, 6,000, needs 65. This one done live. 7,000 here. Looking for 75. Beautiful piece. 75 prior here, so we're looking for 8,000. The contemplative Nixon here. 8,000, could be contemplating adding to his enemy list, you never know. 8,000, how about 85? Phone bidders in the lead. We've come such a long way. Heritage Live, what say you? You've just been watching. Let's go 8,500. watching or biding your time, perhaps. We're looking for 8,500 here. This one was done live. In art, they always say executed live, which seems like an incorrect statement. But he sat there, Nixon sat for this, is what that means. We need 8,500. Any advance to 8,500? All right, Megan, they're going to get it for 8,000. All right, lot 85. We're continuing the Everett Raymond Kinsler collection. This one, the First Lady, Betty Ford. We're looking for 500. Beautiful depiction of the First Lady here. Watercolor, pencil on paper. We're looking for 500. 10 by 14. Kinsler had a long-standing association with Gerald Ford and Betty Ford, so a great piece here. They were good friends. We're looking for 500 to open it up. You can get started right now and take it down. One bid, 500. Signed and inscribed by the artist at the bottom there and in fine condition. Beautiful portrait. Betty Ford here. We're looking for 500. Arguably the First Lady that had a positive effect on the most lives, you could say, with the Betty Ford Clinic. We're looking for 500. Anybody at 500? That will be available. All right, lot 86, Jimmy Carter. This is a charcoal study by Everett Raymond Kinsler. We're looking for 550 now. It's going to go 550. A master of all mediums. Kinsler, as you're going to see in this run, he could do it all. This one, 9 by 12 from Carter. Carter was 84 years old at the time. Carter sat for this as well. We're looking for 550. Post-president for him. Still very, very active in humanitarian affairs. He's building houses at 84. 550. Done in Atlanta, April 2008. Big year for Democrats like Carter in 2008. We're looking for 550. 550 to the phone. 570 here. Savvy bidders know what that means. We're at 570 with John. And go 575. Yeah, that's the savvy move, but we're looking for 600. Need 600. 600 to the phone bidder. We're at 600, go 6.5. 600, go 650. Any advance to 650? Raymond Kinsler, Everett Raymond Kinsler, Carter charcoal, and we'll sell it for 600. 7507. All right, important studies here, lot 87, and two of them of Ronald Reagan by Everett Kinsler. We're looking for 750 right now. We need 750. One oil on board. Phone bidder in, 750, go 800. Yeah, you're on top. You're at 750. 800. If you're watching me on a screen, it's against you. But if you're on the phone, now it's against you. So we need 850. 850 on the phone. This was executed in preparation for the official White House portrait of Reagan, which is one of the more famous white presidential portraits. 900 here, says Heritage Live. Let's go 950. And you're getting both here. 950 on the phone. It's against you, Heritage Live. 1,000 now from Heritage Live. There, 1,000. You need 1,100. Heritage Live, you can keep going. You don't have to wait for the phone bidder. Everybody bid in their own time. Yeah, 1,050 is what we say there. $1,050 is the cut bid to the phone bidder. Got the pastel on paper and the oil on board, 1,100. So cut bid didn't work, 1,200's next. You got it. We're looking for 1,200, 1,200 on the phone. Let's go 13. For 13, and I'll say if you're going to bid on the next one, you want to win this one here as well. We're looking for 13. Oh, no. You're 12. 13. We need 1,300. Heritage Live. 14. Heritage Live in the lead, wherever they might be now. Phone bidder in the lead at 1,400. If you're watching me on a screen, a phone, a tablet, or a computer, it's against you. Phone bidder in the lead at 1,400. Let's go 15. 1,500 now. the Kinsler Ronald Reagan Portrait Studies. A lot of two here. We're at 1,500. Emily on Heritage Live needs 1,600. Who's going to go 1,600? Let the phone bidder think about it. I'll take a drink. I need 1,600 unique pieces here. A reminder, these are all from the Kinsler estate. So they've never been offered for sale before. They've had one owner in Kinsler's family looking for their second home, essentially. Phone bidder in the lead. Heritage Live, it's against you. We need 1,700. Who's going to go 17? 17's here. How about 1,800? Looking for 18. Remember, there's two pieces here. Need 1,800. And if you've got eyes on the next slot, you're going to want to win this one right here. They go together very well. We're looking for 1,800. There we go. The phone bidder. Megan, 18. Need 1,900. Don't you hate it when somebody's bidding like right behind you? That's the position of power there. 1,800. We're looking for 19. 1,900. So still in a good spot, but there's two here at 2,000. This is from the artist's estate, from his family. He held on to these. Reagan sat for these, 2,200. Now we need 24. Reagan sat for these live. You get the two here, the oil on board and the pastel on paper. And we know these were in preparation for Reagan's On the Terrace presidential portrait, which is one of the most famous ones, one of the most popular, certainly. Need 2,400. And these were leading up to that. And great depictions of Reagan. I mean, you got the movie star good looks on display in these studies here. We need 2,400. Looking for 24. What's to think about? Just bid early, bid often, right? 2,600. So we're at 26 with the phone bidder. 28 now. Oh, she was 24. 26 now. Megan, 26. We're at 2,600. How about 28? Y'all should turn and face each other. 2,600, yeah. It's like a face-off. Need 2,800 is what we're looking for. Got 26. There's 28. Looking for 3. Heritage Live, you can jump in too. We got a couple phone bidders going, including one at 3,000 now. We're looking for 32. Heritage Live, you haven't jumped in, you can bid now. If you were bidding earlier and you dropped out, you can jump back in. No problem. We need 3,200. We're at 3,000 right now. Looking for 32. Phone bidders are going through it over here. Need 3,200. A lot of people on the phones. Are y'all just talking to each other? It's cool if you are. 3,200 is what we need. These are big decisions, important items here. Key artwork, never been offered before. So first time, and items like this from such an important artist, of such an important president, they're going to disappear into their collection. They're going up on their walls. They may pass it down in their estate. So important decisions being made here. We're looking for 3,200. We want everyone to get what they want, but only one can win. There we go, 3,200. Second place really means nothing in an auction, just FYI. 3,400 is next. 34, back on top. So now we need 36. We're looking for 36 now. Heritage Live, what say you? This is one of those things, you see the desirability, the back and forth between the other bidders. You say, maybe I should want that too. I love Reagan. He was president when I was a kid. I love Kinsler's portrait work. And these studies, far more affordable than his oil portraits, which most of them have hung in the White House. So this is what's available. 3,600 is what we need. Looking for 3,600. They've come so far, they don't want to back down now. Need 3,600. That's the thing about an auction. Either you win or you just have a story about how you didn't win. 36 now. 3,600. We need 38. Looking for 3,800. Yeah, they're in at 3,800. Need to see that coming. Need 4,000. Heritage Live says, all right, I need those studies too. There's two of them, remember. If you're looking on Heritage Live, you can just see the one image, but we've also got the pastel on paper there. 4,200 to the phone bidder. We've got 4,200. 44 is up next. High desirability. It's checking a lot of boxes. Reagan, very popular president. Kinsler, one of the most important artists of the 20th century, especially when it came to presidents and that string of presidents that he portrayed. Got the studies here for an incredibly famous presidential portrait. So a lot to like, and there's two as well. Need 4,400. You know, like if your dad's a Reagan fan and you forgot about Father's Day, bam, right here. You say, well, the auction was the next weekend. What was I supposed to do? 4,400. 44 from Heritage Live. They're still in. Wherever around the globe they might be. Looking for 4,600. A reminder, these are from the estate, Kinsler. 4,600. So a reminder of those out there. If one of your relatives passed and they were a famous artist, we'd love to talk to you about your collection. You could be enjoying this as much as the Kinsler family is right now. 47's the cut from Heritage Live. So that's the thing about cut bids. What does it mean? Strategy? Are they running out of money? There's only one way to discern that information to bid. 4,800. Got 5,000 here. Plus, there's like millions of bidders on Heritage Live. You never know. 5,500 is where we're at. We need 6,000. Looking for 6,000 now. Been a great back and forth battle here, and it continues. We're at 5,500. Looking for 5,000. Now the phone bidders are getting contemplative. We need 6,000 now. Who's going to go 6,000? As we said, whoever wins this isn't going to flip it in a few months. You know, this is something they're going to treasure. 6,000, something you can treasure. So we know you want it. Everybody in this room wants it. But if you need it, you got to win it now because it's going to be your last opportunity for possibly forever, but for a very long time. Surely we need 6,500. Emily's got it at 6,000. I think we started at 1,200, right? It has come a long way. 725 where we started. We're approaching 10 times that. So you can see the desirability, the strategy of the bidders laying in the weeds. 6,500, strategy I use as well. 6,500, let's go 7. We're looking for 7,000 now. Phone bidders in the lead at 6,500. There's 7,000. And while it's a study, the main image, I mean, it looks like a finished pastel portrait right there. It's described as a study, but beautiful piece. We're looking for 7,500. This keeps going. I might have to break out my Ronald Reagan impression. Just a warning. 7,500. Phone bidder says 7,500. I'm just going to tell you, it's not great. You need 8,000. It's better than that. 8,000 is what we're looking for. 7,500 is where we're at for the Ronald Reagan Portrait Studies, lot of 2 by Kinsler from the Kinsler estate. First time offered, going to find their second home. We're at 7,500. Need 8,000 to make that home your place or your office, wherever you want. Put in your car, you win it, you can do whatever you want. Need 8,000. Looking for 8,000. We got 7,500. Come a long way. Any advance to 8,000? Last chance. And 7,500 will win it. 7,507. I knew you were going to say that. Okay, lot 88. As I said, if you're interested in this one, you wanted that one, because here we go. This is another great study. This is the Ronald Reagan, inscribed by Reagan, signed and inscribed by Reagan and the artist, Everett Raymond Kinsler. Beautiful piece here. We're looking for 7,000. Obviously, yeah, this one's going to go higher than 7. We're at 16,000. Let's go 17,000. This one from 1990. Study by Kinsler for Ronald Reagan's official White House portrait, the White House portrait that's currently hanging in the Oval Office, and one of the most popular and most recognizable presidential portraits. We're at 17,000. This is the study here, and you see from the last lot, that's kind of the start, and you're moving closer to the finish here, the finished product. The second official portrait right here. And this Reagan portrait is the only official presidential portrait outside. It's on the Truman balcony. So a unique one there. You've got the Jefferson Memorial in the background. So a lot to like about this one as well. Yeah, 18,000 on the phone, looking for 19,000. Heritage Live, it's against you. Phone bidder in the lead, 18,000. But this one very close to the final work. In fact, if you hang it in your place in the right light, people might wonder if it is the final version. 19, you can encourage that. You win it, you do what you want. We're now 20, go 22. But beautiful artwork from one of the most important portrait artists, or just artists of the 20th century, certainly when it came to presidential portraits, of which he did 8 presidents. There we go, 22,000, phone bidder, need 24. This one in fine condition as well. You never know with studies because they might throw it in the back, but they took good care of it. We're 26,000. 28 here with Emily. We need 30,000 now. 30,000 to the phone bidder. Need 32. Heritage Live, it's against you. Phone bidder in the lead, wherever they might be in the world. Cut bid. Good strategy, bidder. I like that. Let's see if it works. Let's go 32,000. 32. Phone bidder, undaunted. What say you, Heritage Live? We're looking for 34,000. For the Ronald Reagan inscribed by the artist Anne Reagan, dated. There's 34,000. This is a really special presidential piece, but obviously, of course, Reagan. If you're a Reagan person, 36,000 now on the phone. I mean, you're just not going to get that official portrait that's in the Oval Office right now. That's not going to happen. And arguably, this is as close as you're ever going to get right here, 36,000. Unless you become president, then you can have it hanging right over you, but you never know. Need 38,000 is what we're looking for. Need 38,000. But it's a study, but as you can see, if you look closely in the online images, it's a finished product here. Very complete, in great condition, great depiction of Reagan. We're at 36,000 with the phone bidder. Any advance to 38? Last chance, Heritage Live. As we said, this is going on somebody's wall for years. We need 38,000 to make that you. Anyone at 38? 36,000 will win it for bidder 7507. Lot 89. We're continuing here. It's the Kinsler collection from his estate. This is, I call him Bill Clinton because I know him that well. It says William there. Charcoal Study by Everett Raymond Kinsler, signed by the artist. We need 550. You're in. Phone bidders in at 550. 600 here. 600. 650's next. Heritage Live, you can jump in too. John's at 6. That bid came in weeks ago, being delivered by motorcycle. We need 650 now to beat that. We're looking for 650. We got 600 here. Let's go 6.5. Sure. 625, yeah. But John says 650. Took that cut bid and swatted it out to the 10th row. 650. How about 700? Looking for 700. This is a cool one. The naturalistic look. Look how young Clinton looks there. 700. Prior 700. 9 3/4 by 13, so it's a good size too. Bigger than 8.5 by 11. So that one came in earlier. It could have come in 2 weeks ago. So they're at 700. We need 750. Heritage Live, where are you? Where are you, Heritage Live? Clinton signed and dated it as well, 750. That's a cool touch. Presidential autographs are incredibly valuable on anything. 750, go 800. Phone bidders in the lead at 750. Got you. We're looking for 800 now. Who's going to go 8? Any advance to 800? Fair warning. Oh, there it is. And back over here, there's the other phone bidder. Yeah, they're back in. 800. 800. We need 850 now. Interesting about this was a 3-hour sitting to produce this for Clinton. Kind of think he was probably just telling jokes and stories and slowing down the artist. He's kind of folksy. 850 is what we're looking for. Phone bidders in the lead need 8.5. Kinsler Charcoal, 850 to the phone bidder, need 900. Heritage Live, where are you in this? 900. We've seen the work of Everett Raymond Kinsler dramatically rising in value right before our eyes. You can jump right in at 950 right now. We're at 900, looking for 9.5. Heritage Live, where are you? Anyone at 950? 950. The phone bidder, 1,000. 1,000, the response. Call and response when there's two phone bidders there. 1,000, we're looking for 1,100 for the charcoal of William Clinton, as our catalogers call him here. There we go, 1,100. 1,100, who's going to go 12? 12, the response is there, 1,200. Now we need 13. Heritage Live giving you an opportunity to jump in here. This one in fine condition from his first term. You can definitely tell, he looks so young. Need 1,300. Might influence the artist a little bit. Take a few of those lines out. Need 1,300. We're at 1,200. 13 is in. Phone bidder continues. Means I look to the other phone bidder, their arms raised. They say, yeah, 1,400. Now we need 15. Looking for 1,500. Got 14. Need 1,500 though. Another incredible work here for a president. 1,500. Looking for 16. Phone bidders in. They only have one recourse to bid. 1,700's the number. Looking for 1,700. Heritage Live, you can jump in as well. Looking at the results and you say, wow, this Kinsler material is going nuts. I should get in on this. You can. 1,700. 17 right now. Important portrait artist, presidential portrait. 1,800 now. We're at 18. Need 19. Got to go away with something, right? Need 1,900 to put this one on his paddle, or her paddle. Need 19. Heritage Live, you can jump in as well. Steal all the fun. Need 1,900. 19, there you go. They made the right decision. It's easy for an auctioneer. It's always the right decision if you keep bidding. 2,000. Slightly biased, maybe. 2,000. We're looking for 2,200 now. The increments change at 2. So we need 2,200. Or if y'all in the crowd want to bid, y'all have been so quiet. Thank you. That is so polite. But y'all can jump right in at any time. And those of you standing along the wall in the back, there's a couple seats way up here in the front. I know it's hard to see, but you can come up here too. Need 2,200 to continue. Tough decisions, I know. 2,200. Phone bidder is in at 2,200. Looking for 24. 24 we have. 26 we need. This is lot 89, the William J. Clinton charcoal study by Everett Raymond Kinsler from his first term. 3-hour sitting with Kinsler and Clinton for this. Clinton signed and dated as well. I mean, that adds a lot of value. Presidential signatures are coveted on anything, but especially a portrait by an important portrait artist, one of the most important. We need 2,600. 2,600? I thought that might be the response. 2,800 now. Now we're looking for 3,000. 3,000. And if you're thinking about the next one, this is the same thing. You're going to want this one if you're interested in the next one. We need 3,000 though. Anyone at 3,000? Fair warning. We're 2,800. Yeah, 3,000. How about 32? Got 32. Let's go 34. 32 behind you. Getting 34. Heritage Live could jump in. Anyone at 3,400? Got 32 on the board already. Need 34 to continue. Anyone at 3,400? Last chance. 3,400 now. We're looking for 3,600. 36. Also a good time to remind bidders you can always jump up an increment as well. You don't have to go one by one. That's kind of a power move. Need 3,800 now. Looking for 38 for lot 89. The charcoal of President Clinton during his first term, signed and inscribed by Clinton. Need 3,800. Anyone at 38? Last chance, bidders. 38, looking for 4,000 now. 4,000 is in. How about 42? Need 4,200. And I remember their cut bids used. Still remember that. 4,000. Pro stuff right there. We're at 4,000. Any advance to 4,200? 4,000. If you like that, you're going to love this. Lot 90. This is the William J. Clinton oil portrait by Everett Raymond Kinsler, signed by the artist. We're looking for 1,700. Oil on canvas. 17 here, 18 here. We need 19, 19, 2,000. Go 22, 22, 24, 26, 28, 3,000, 32, 34, 34, 36, 38, 38, 4,000, 42. Continue, 42, 44, about 46, 46, 48. You're at 48. You're at 48. 5,000. 55 here. We need 6,000. 6,000. You're in the lead. Phone bidder, you did it. 6,000. Let's see what happens, though. 6,500. Looking for 6,500. This is the oil portrait. You've got 4 images of Clinton here. You can see that charcoal study. That's the one in the upper right. Oh, we're getting serious over here. They're standing up. Give her a glare, too. Need 6,500. So multiple sittings, multiple poses. Very cool depiction for a president. Presidents all have multiple faces, multiple instances, like especially 2-term presidents like Clinton. We're looking for 6,500 here. You're in the lead. Need 65. Looking for 65. So much talk and buzz and activity. Let's turn it into bids. 6,500 is next. Really cool piece here. 40 by 48, so a big piece. We're looking for 6,500. Home bidder. Intimidating. Yeah, definitely. 6,250 is the cut. So 65. I like that. 65. Confidence. Remember, it's not Charles' money. 6,500 and it's 7,000 now. A cool piece. They lost out on the charcoal one, but you know that charcoal piece led to this one. We're looking for 7,000. Yeah, you got 4 here. They're one-amping Rockwell. Was it Rockwell that had the triple self-portrait? You have 4 Clintons here. Need 7,000. Or poker hand. 7,000 is what we need. 6,500 in the lead. Any advance to 7,000? They used their cuts, so they're at full increments. So you go, 7,000. Phone bidder in the lead, now 75. First phone bidder, 7,500. Need 8,000 now. Looking for 8,000. Heritage Live, you can jump in. See how desirable it is, the back and forth. There we go, 8,000 on the phone, 8,500, the quick response. The quick response just a front. Are they out of money? There's only one way to find out. 9,000 is what we need. But incredibly desirable items. Immensely famous presidential portrait artist from his estate. Popular president. 4 images here, signed by the artist. First time it's offered. Checking all those boxes. We need 9,000 to continue. Little trash talking between the, yeah, there we go, 9,000. But not only one's going to win, 9,500 here. Got 95, 10,000. No question, it's a 5-figure piece. So we're looking for 10,000 now. 10,000, there we go, 10,000. Phone bidders in the lead, 11,000. 11,000, the increments change. We're at 11,000, go 12. 11, go 12, 11, go 12. Great phone bidder battle. That doesn't happen as often. More often in historical, I'll say, than some other departments. We're looking for 12,000. Fair warning. Okay, 12,000. Need 13. They still have their cut bid, though. So we're at 12,000. They could do 12,500. You've used yours, but you're in the lead, so you don't need to worry about that right now. We're at 12,000. We're looking for 13. We need 13,000. Any advance to 13, fair warning, and 12,000 is going to win it. Congratulations. 08, correct. I'm glad that they won it. They've been working really hard over there. All right, lot 91. Yeah, well, you didn't win. No participation trophies in auctions. Lot 91, but thank you for participating. George W. Bush Charcoal Study by Everett Raymond Kinsler. Cool piece. We're looking for 550 right away. This is 600 here. You want to go 650? Got 600 with John. 657. How about 750? 758. Need 850. 859. How about 9.5? 950, 1,000. Need 1,100. 1112. This is cool because W became an artist. So, you know, he has probably a deeper appreciation for this. Certainly, he's done self-portraits. Every artist has. So here's a great portrait of George W. Bush by one of the premier portrait artists of our time. We're at 2,000 now. Let's go 22, 22, 24. How about 26? Looking for 2,600, 26, now 28. Looks to the phone bidder, need 3,000, 3,000 prior, 3,000. Savvy bidders know what that means. We're looking for 32 now. 32 to the phone bidder. Phone bidder's in the lead. John is out. Heritage Live, you've been quiet, but you can jump in, but you got to act now. We're looking for 3,400. Got the phone bidder at 32. Any advance to 34? Looks back at the other row of phone bidders. Last chance. Slow sweep of my hand across where they're sitting. 3,400, the phone bidder over here. So now we need 36. 36. Looking for 38. The W, 38. Now 4,000. 4,000. Lives not far from here in our beautiful home global office in Dallas, Texas. We're at 4,200. Now we need 44. 44 is in. Go 46. This is an artist depiction of a president and an artist here. We're at 46. 48. 5,000. What we're looking for. Heritage Live, if you want to jump in. We're at 5. Now we need 5,500. Looking for 55. 55 has been submitted and accepted. Needs 6,000. 6,000 is a yes from the phone bidder. Now 6,500. 65. This is a post-presidential artwork. Needs well, we've got 7,000. Needs 7,500. Done in 2010 here in Dallas. 7,500 is in. 8,000. He was working on his memoir, Decision Points, during this time. Probably not right when he was sitting for this, but at this time. Need 8,500. 85 is in, looking for 9,000. But a contemplative Bush here. Mulling it over, 9,000. Maybe contemplating becoming an artist. Sitting for a portrait, and he's like, I could do this. 9,500, need 10,000. Looking for 10. 10,000. Respect to Bush's artistic skills. He's no Kinsler. But he could get there. Still working. 11,000. We're looking for 12 now. Looking for 12,000. 12. Different style artist. A portrait artist is a certain style. Realism. 13,000. Capturing something inside. We're at 13,000. We need 14. Looking for 14,000. 14's in. Looking for 15,000. 9.5 by 11, the dimensions of the charcoal here. We're looking for 16,000. Great back and forth with the phone bidders here. 16, we got it. How about 17,000? Need 17, 17, yes, but 18,000. 18 is a yes from the phone bidder. Now 19, back and forth. 19, we should just bring you all up here. Stand right here, back and forth. 19,000. Need 20. Looks to the phone bidder. Could do 19.5. Both still have their cuts here. And you at home, or wherever you might be on Heritage Live. 20,000. I don't need that cut. I'll go full increment. 22,000. Good timing because the increments just changed. So 20 is the place to be. 22,000. Now 24,000 is the place to be. The Kinstler portrait, George W. Bush. Charcoal portrait. We're looking for 24,000. Any advance to 24? And 22,000 will win it. Congratulations. Again, if you like that, you're going to love this. Lot 92, George W. Bush oil portrait by Everett Raymond Kinstler, signed by the artist. We need 1,500 to open it up. Got to get this one. If you got that one, they're going to go right next to each other. 1,500. Then you can have the charcoal one looking at Bush here, looking at the oil portrait. Just a suggestion. I don't do interior design. Need 1,600 here. We've got 15 with the foam bidder. How about 1,600? Looking for 1,600. This is an oil on canvas, 16 by 20 too, so a sizable one for a study, especially in oil. This done March 2010 in Dallas. Oh, same day as the charcoal. Good eye. 1,600. Foam bidder, yes. 17 here. We're at 17. Need 18. 18, 19. Looking for 1,900. Saw where the charcoal went. 1,900, 2,000. We did 2 sittings in one day. Which one was first? I bet the charcoal was first. 2,000 to the foam bidder. Let's go 2,200. Need 22, yes, with the nod. 22. How about 2,400? 2,400. Great piece here. We're 2,200 with the foam bidder. How about 24? Fair warning, Heritage Live, you're going to jump in. You got to do it right this minute. Anyone at 24? 2,200 will win it. All right, staying in the art realm, but switching gears a little bit. That was the end of the Kinstler collection. This is lot 93. Shepard Fairey, another notable political leaning artist. This is Flag HPM from 2010. We're looking for 4,200. 42 right away. We got 44 here. Let's go 46. This is a screen print in color and collage. 29 by 43. Great piece here. Looking for 4,600. Shepard Fairey, great at subverting images and impressions and what you usually think, and that's what we've got here. Looking for 4,600. You know, taking on national symbols, authority, great politically charged piece. Looking for 4,600. Signed, dated, and numbered by the artist. We're at 4,800, go 5,000. And these are scarce. This is number 7 of 12. So the limited edition, one that's here taking on power, dissent, collective consciousness, taking an instantly recognizable image, the American flag, and subverting it to create a conversation about politics and art, power and authority. We're looking for 8,000 now. 7,750 is the cut. We're at 8,000 here with John. Let's go 8,500. And it's in excellent condition as well. The screen print from Shepard Fairey in 2010, numbered 7 of 12. We need 8,500. Looking for 8,500. Any advance to 8,500? 85 is in. John is out. Heritage Live is in the lead. Wherever they might be, let's go 9,000. 85 go 9. 85 go 9. Anyone at 9,000? Fair warning. And 8,500 will win it. And now on to lot 94, which is the final lot in the auction. And you may be wondering why this is the last one. This department must end every auction with a saddle. That's just a rule. So here we go. And this is an incredible one with great history. This is lot 94, the Pancho Villa saddle with documented revolutionary provenance and ephemera. We're looking for 75,000 to get started. One of the coolest saddles I've ever seen. And as my coworkers know, I ride a horse into work every day, so that says a lot. Looking for 75,000, but this is a great one here. March 1916, Pancho Villa and the Villistas attacked Columbus, New Mexico in the early hours. Pancho Villa's horse was shot out from under him, carried on foot. Of course, he's relentless. Left the horse in the saddle behind. The saddle was claimed by the mayor of Columbus, and you can see the bullet hole in it from the bullet that shot the horse out from under him. Looking for 75,000, and an incredible line of provenance and chain of custody for this. 75,000 is what we need to make it yours, but an exquisite display piece, or saddle up and ride it. Why not? I mean, if you're going to do marauding, this is the perfect saddle to do it with. Looking, or revolutionary work, however you want to characterize them. We're looking for 75,000. Anyone at 75? That will be available following the auction. And that is the final lot. Congratulations to all the winning bidders. Thank you for your participation, anyone that bid. And as always, if you'd like to see your material presented the way only Heritage Auctions can, please reach out to us. We do free appraisals, and we'd love to talk to you about your collection. Have a good evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you may be.